Hello, hello. I appear to be the only one here. Well, there's a chair that might be Rebecca. There is a chair. Hi.
How are you?
I am in attendance and echoey, apparently. But otherwise, yes, I am here. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's been a bit of a week, but I'm here. About an hour or two ago, I came home and I had no power, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So that was a really fun wrinkle in the day.
Are you doing that thing, when you say fun, are you doing that thing where you say one thing but your tone implies you mean the opposite?
How did you ever guess?
I don't know, man. I just heard about this.
It was really thrilling. I can't imagine why it would be anything other than that.
Hi, Jules. Nope, we got nothing. Unless you didn't talk. Now this is what you call good radio.
That's right.
See, I think he's just stringing us along. I think he can make sound. He just chooses not to.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you just did, you jerk.
No, I can't. No, I didn't.
Uh-huh. Jerk. It's good to see you, too. Maybe you need to change that to Kimmy mouth noise.
No. We're not taking suggestions at this time.
No? Are you sure?
Oh, wait. I didn't consider if I was sure.
Oh, before you decide, allow me to make my my pitch. Are you ready for my pitch? Come on.
I don't like sports.
Come on.
Shelly? Come on, Shelly. Did you ever watch Primetime Glick?
No.
With Jiminy Glick?
I have watched Glick things and been more amused by them than anything else he ever did, but
Gets up in the chair like this.
just all of it.
Yeah.
Much funnier than he is, really.
I think it's probably his best character. I love him. I love him on Only
You
Murders.
must say.
I just simply declare. Yeah, he's.
I was going Ed Grimley.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Ed Grimley is?
Gaslighting doesn't exist. You're crazy.
You know, we were going to do ad hominem attacks, but you're too fucking stupid for those. What?
Now who's Ben Shapiro? He talks about ad hominem and straw man, and he's a real debate bro. It's fucking insufferable.
Couldn't tell you.
Well, we're 2 minutes 50 seconds in, and that's the first Shapiro reference. I think that's definitely not a record. I've done it within the first 30 seconds, easy.
You've called me and said, "Hi, Ben Shapiro."
The best Ben Shapiro appearance on this live stream has been when
Shapirance? Is it a Ben Shapirance? Oh, I'm afraid he's frozen. Oh wait, no.
Was when Rowan broke the news that Ben Shapiro had released a rap song, and then we listened to it live.
Listened to it.
It was like the day it dropped. Mm-hmm. That was like as on the pulse of pop culture as we've ever been and will ever be.
You can't beat that.
You can't. I mean, we had a live reaction, and I just straight up, just like, this is the most 2011 Imagine Dragons ass shit. I think I showed it to Rebecca.
I don't think I've ever seen you happier.
I offend you.
Yeah, and what was the deal with the cubes? They were in these,
He had these cube lights that he apparently uses in every video that he does.
You mean there's a video? They did a video of it?
It's
Oh,
great.
I'm unaware.
Fantastic.
We listened to it.
We just listened to it before they
I played it
shot
on
the
my
video.
phone.
Yeah.
When we were doing the thing,
Yeah.
as we call it, and it was off of iTunes, which apparently still exists.
Well, that's the thing is the people
It
that
was
use
number one.
apparently the people that use iTunes are right-wing reactionary cranks. Apparently that's it.
iTunes and Facebook, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's shitty uncle is on iTunes and
Yeah,
Facebook.
it's like Facebook is. As I've heard more than once, Facebook is for old people. I'm like, this isn't from drugs, to quote Billy Connolly. I really am this old. You know?
Yeah, if you wanna get a folk gig and promote it, they'll tell you to post on Facebook, and I'm just like, oh. Well, then it's like know your audience, because you're playing to boomers.
If you're what I thought you were going to say is if you're going to get a folk gig and promote it, look like me.
That's true. I don't scream Appalachian folk musician, darling.
Is that one of those?
That's exclusively.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is that the unintended irony thing, or intended irony?
I didn't plan it.
Sometimes you don't have
but
to.
the
It
light
just-
turned red and I
just
ran
comes.
it. That's a Sarah Bareilles line from a song called "I Didn't Plan It" from the musical Waitress.
I was really hoping it was the musical. I didn't plan it.
That would be good.
It's a title track.
Performing her hit song "Waitress" from the musical Waitress. It's Sarah
Waitress.
Waitress.
Never in the same room.
No, we can't. There'll be a singularity. So, Rebecca, this is your first time on the thing. I think you've showed up in the comments.
Yeah, I showed up to observe. I think I came when I was in the hospital.
That is correct. That's correct. Yes, from your phone.
It was a fun night.
And so you're all better from then.
How did
right?
your phone put you in the hospital?
Well,
Long
it's
story.
interesting
That's an
story.
off
You
mic.
should see
That's an
the
off mic
phone.
chat.
Oh, off mic conversation.
So we do have an icebreaker here. I'm sure you've.
This is a good one. This is good. I've missed this. It's been a while since we've been able to ask this question.
I mean, we've
this
been
segment.
able to ask it.
Yeah, but not in this segment.
Well, this segment's never happened because
No,
this
this
is
well.
this is the first time she's been on the show, and like this is the first time we've done this show on Friday, October 25th, 2024. So
But this particular type, this named segment has happened before, just not this particular version of it.
gaslighting doesn't exist. You're crazy. Rebecca, we all want to know, what's your fucking deal, man? What's your deal? What is it?
Take it however you wish. Just
what
is
this?
it?
What is this?
Just what? What?
What is this?
What?
Deal.
What is
This
this?
is
What?
Hey.
Yeah, what?
Hey,
And thank
Hey.
you so much for taking your Friday
Hurry
night
up,
with us.
hurry up and answer. Shut up.
God.
Answer the question.
Fucking
Okay, well,
fuck,
now
shut
you
up.
take-
Fuck,
now you're
shut up and
making me
answer.
so
Shut,
nervous.
fuck,
Shut up.
Shush,
fuck.
shush. Oh,
Is it-
you got the guns out. Never mind.
I was
never
gonna
mind.
say it's like
This is my fucking deal.
it's like
okay?
I'm not yelling at anybody with shoulders like that. Sorry.
Bad to the bone. Actually, I was taking a walk this morning, and there was a little Halloween thing that said "bad to the bone," and I was like, "That's me." They must have known I lived in this neighborhood now.
Does that song
that's my fucking
play
deal.
whenever
Bad
you
to
like
the bone.
slide into a room?
It should.
Yeah.
Like
It
And I'm
actually
really mad
does.
that people have not. Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's
you just
like,
don't hear it.
happening.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
'cause I'm
weird.
so bad to the bone, I
record
didn't
scratch, or
know.
it's
Yeah.
either that or I feel good. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Yes, those
so-
are my fucking deals.
You can take this to mean whatever you want.
Nope. There's only one way to take it.
Oh god.
And it's however
really-
you want.
Yes.
That's the only way
See?
you can take it.
You. Hey, Jules, can I talk to you over here for a second?
Yeah, Rebecca,
Just for a second. One
just
second.
cool
One
out for a
second.
I'll
second.
just pause over here.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, sorry, I got to get down the stairwell. Sorry. Yeah, Jules.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
Hey, real nice save on that. I like that a lot.
Oh, thanks, man. You know,
Yeah,
I've just
good,
I've
good, good.
been
You-
working on my improv,
there-
like my
there's
yes and.
sometimes it's usually either no and or no, and you didn't do
No,
either of
there's
those this time.
there's a no but,
Yeah.
and I'm not
No,
talking
no,
about
there's
my
no
ex-wife.
butt involved. It's all.
right.
This is a PG show. I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck you're doing.
It's not that kind
Okay.
of show.
So yeah.
It's not that good.
Okay, we should get back.
We should
have
get
to
back. We should get back.
Gotta get. Okay, wait. I gotta get back up the steps. So, Rebecca, what's your fucking deal?
It was faster getting back up the stairs than going down the stairs.
I was
a very
running.
fast ascent. I was proud of you as a fitness instructor. I was
Cardio,
like, God damn,
yeah.
that guy can run. I see you. Man, I thought that drinking this would help me discover what my fucking deal is. I don't know. What, my fucking
What
deal
are
is.
you
that-
drinking?
Is that an
That
option?
doesn't-
I don't know. This
What
is
are you
whiskey.
buying?
What you having?
Whiskey.
Ah,
That's
very nice.
what this is.
Whiskey.
I was in a wine sort of night, but then when I came home and there was no electricity, I was like, it's a whiskey.
Ah,
sort of
that'll do
night.
it. What are
I
you What
am-
are you drinking? Is this a root beer? Is this a rooted
No,
beer?
this is a. It's called Stay Home Stout. It's a lovely imperial stout. So it's basically like drinking wine. Yeah, it's 10.5%.
Ooh, that's thick.
So
That's
yeah,
intense.
it's chewy. I like to think of it
Mm-hmm,
as chewy. It's like,
Isn't that what everyone wants? A chewy beer.
Yeah.
Now,
Those
is
of us
stout
who
the one
enjoy
that's, like,
them
creamy,
very much.
or is that more like
It's the dark beers.
Guinness
It's like
or
a
stout?
Guinness, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like a Guinness, but like about 3 Guinnesses at once.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
Guinnesses
it's
aren't
tense.
10%.
Much
alcohol.
chewier. Yeah, it's an acquired distaste. It is. You know, everybody made that face when they tried. when they tried alcohol. It's like, somebody's aunt or uncle thought it. No, it's always somebody's uncle. Thought it would be awesome. Watch the kid make the face. And eventually,
my first time tasting alcohol was when and great job with your answer, Rebecca. It was great. We're rolling already. My first time tasting alcohol
segment
was
over.
Accidentally
I believe
sipping on my mother's, I guess, rum and Coke. I was just sitting around. I just thought it was a Coke, and I was like 7, something like that. I think maybe I'd tasted beer before because I wanted to, and then I was like, ew, gross. But then so I took like a full this is a soda. I'm a child level sip, and it was just I spit it right out. Like, it was gross. I didn't get a buzz or anything. It was just like, ew, nasty. To the point now where I don't like rum and Coke. I'll have a rum and maybe I'll wash it down with a Coke, but I feel like a lot of mixed drinks, especially something and something, unless it's like a gin and tonic or whatever.
yeah, those twosies are bad, and
It
usually
usually makes
when you're
both
young.
of the things
Oh, so much worse.
worse. Yeah.
Does,
Except for a screwdriver. Those fucking rock.
What is a
What is
screwdriver?
a screwdriver?
That's just orange juice and rum or vodka. But
Okay, so
I
that's
prefer
what I
rum.
first had
Yeah.
drinking.
Rum goes very well with fruity drinks.
Yeah, they make actually. My wife always thought that rum would be my inroad to booze, but it was actually vodka. And,
Huh.
yeah, and what is it? I think it's called a sea breeze, the cranberry and vodka.
Isn't that a gin drink? Oh, it's a okay.
Yeah, that was my go-to. And
I
my
didn't know
down-
that was called a sea breeze.
I believe it is, which is kind of dumb.
It's
because
kinda
just-
stupid.
Yeah, because it's just two things.
Yeah, I would
you
just
know?
call it a vodka cranberry, which is
Yeah.
what it's called.
I usually do vodka and seltzer, and then enough cranberry, to make it look frightening.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, vodka can make the shape of most tastes in drinks that it's in. So that's not really, because it's just a
Yeah.
of all the alcohols, I think that besides Everclear, that's the one that just tastes like alcohol.
If you
to
need
me.
to be a human flamethrower, that's what the Everclear is for.
Exactly.
Have you ever?
the weird thing.
Have you ever, Rebecca,
No.
done the Everclear?
I believe so in college, and it was not a
That's
good
when you do it,
experience.
and then it's just
I
the
think-
once usually.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just recovering from vodka trauma from college recently.
Oh.
Now I can drink it again if it's with seltzer or something, but I remember going to a frat party and it was this thing called the ice luge, and you put your
Oh,
mouth
no.
full
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
and
no,
vodka
no,
down,
no.
and just being choked with the worst possible vodka. That
Yeah,
Yeah,
plastic
it's not,
bottle
like,
vodka.
good,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It's not
pop-
even Stoli or Smirnoff.
You were
it took me,
popping off.
It's
is
pop
what
offs,
you're
yeah,
saying.
exactly.
you were
Get on the
popping off.
pop
over
off.
that. Yeah. It was bad.
Oh, now my booze one. I don't remember when I first had it, but I do remember spending too much time in my neighbor's basement when I was 15,
Huh?
drinking. And I do remember at one point walking around my neighborhood at night in a jean jacket with a. Oh, I was going to ask. 7-Eleven still exists in the Mid-Atlantic. Yes, is it
Yes,
still
just down the street from me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Then you will get the reference that I had a big gulp cup that was
What's
half
that?
not big gulp, and
Ooh,
I remember
boy, that's a
having
lot.
that walking around with older kids who I guess thought it was awesome to see the 15-year-old plastered. Yeah. I wonder
Isn't it
why I
cool?
didn't drink in my 20s and 30s at all.
Isn't it cool how what adolescents find fun and amusing? And isn't it cool that a lot of times it's other people's suffering?
Yeah.
fun?
Younger, weaker people suffering,
Really
yes.
awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. That's good.
It's great.
I'm doing the thing where I say one thing but I mean a different thing.
I think the first time that I got drunk, I was in New York with a class trip, and I think I was drinking that screwdriver thing you mentioned, and I was so drunk I was walking around the streets of Times Square by myself at 2 a.m. and yeah, it was not good.
Does the no? Here's a weird one, Jules, because I think it's out your way.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever heard of a place called the Mansion?
There's the Strathmore Mansion.
No. It was. I don't think it was a thing. It was a place where they had a bunch of house shows. And
Maybe there's a mansion on a corner in Tacoma Park where they think they used to have shows.
I don't think it's Tacoma Park.
okay.
No, I
Then
got-
no. Dick.
I got really trashed at a show there because I was playing in 2 acts. I was playing in my band, and then I was playing in, I don't think you guys know him, a piano player named Tim Kay. He's a friend of the Ilyamis. But
You've brought him up before.
Yeah, he's an old friend. But I was playing in his band and in my band, and I was even more of a shithead then than I am now. And I'm like, well, I can handle Tim's stuff so easy that I don't need to be sober for it. So between our 2 sets, being the lightweight that I was, I started drinking, and it went from somehow, apparently, somebody just kept handing me beers while we were playing, and at one point, I couldn't stand under my own power, but I apparently played really well.
Yeah.
And then made it upstairs, and then fell over a recliner and just kind of put my head over the side and just Technicolor yawn. And they're like, "Chris, are you okay?" And I was like, hand up in the air, and they yelled, which was not the right thing. Yeah.
Sounds like a
And then you died.
experience. Yeah.
I died.
And now you're a ghost.
And now you're a
Come
ghost.
back for just
I
for the
done.
podcast?
He's a ghost.
A Jehosta.
Jehostas Williams? No, wait, no.
What?
No.
Bob
that
Jehostas?
That didn't go. That didn't go.
I don't know. The hit televisual series Jehostas is back on CBS now. It's back at CVS. Extra care.
Televisual.
Televisual series. Yeah.
I was being entertained by Tulsa King for a hot minute there. There were entertaining things about it.
Yeah, like I said, I stopped after like the 5th episode. That's because my subscription to Paramount ran out, and now I know it's on Amazon, but I've been watching.
No, it's fine.
I rewatched all of Lucifer. That was fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good show.
And then I watched a couple movies. I know. I watched the new Alien movie. It's good. Everybody dies except for a couple.
Alien Remus, right?
No, it's the other one.
Oh, Romulus. Okay.
There is a Remus in it. Because of course there is, because if there's a Romulus, there's a Remus. And I watched...
Where there's
what
a
else
will,
did I
there's a
watch?
way.
I watched Late Night with the Devil, which was
I heard such good
great
things.
time. And
Is it good?
And David Dasmalchian, oh man.
I've heard such
if
good
you're going to
things.
get anybody to sell you a casket, it's that
the guy?
guy. He's so charismatic. And yeah, it's great. I mean, and it does what it says on the tin. It's like the devil basically shows up in some way, shape, or form on a talk show, and it's basically just
spoilers.
a live talk show taping, and spooky stuff goes down, and it's great. Yeah, and there's only like 7 people in the movie. Same with the Alien movie. There's only like 8 people in that.
So you enjoy the you have come to enjoy the horror movies, yes, Jules?
Since COVID, actually,
Yeah.
because the horrorscape of my real life was such that
See,
ghouls and goblins and
I
Pazuzu
go-
and stuff
Yeah,
doesn't
Pazuzu.
really fuck me.
I
Fuck-
go the
fuck-
other way.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell. Doesn't really fuck with me anymore.
I go the other way, and to no end of mocking and scorn from my lovely wife. I watch teeny tiny romantic comedies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like teeny tiny slice of life.
I watched one of those recently.
The smaller's the betters. I really like. They're like, nothing happens in this movie. It's like, you're not fucking paying attention. Like, there's so much going on between these 2 people. Did you see how they looked at each other?
Yeah.
Fucking. No, not really. She's like, I'm not just into those. So these are usually my insomnia movies. You know, I started rewatching. I think it's called Take This Dance. It's got Michelle
name tells
Williams
us
in it.
everything we need to
Take this
No.
waltz.
Take This Waltz. You're right. You're absolutely right. Have you watched it?
No, I just remember when she was promoting it on podcasts.
She's so good in everything.
And
She's
and she
so
talked
good.
about hanging labia with Michelle Williams in the locker room. Yeah. They had to reframe a shot from behind because I think her words were too much lip.
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember really liking that movie, and I started rewatching it, and then I went to sleep instead. But yeah, I've been watching a bunch of those. I told you we've been. Those are the things I really like outside of like the genre fiction we've discussed. But this isn't about us. This is about our guest, Rebecca. Rebecca, what do you
Rebecca,
think of the
what-
things we watch?
Yeah, I was about to say, Rebecca, what's your favorite thing that we like?
Never in the same place.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just
man.
learning what you like, but I also enjoy the Alien franchise. I'm not really a big romantic comedy person, but I'll watch them sometimes if I'm doing chores and stuff.
I've rewatched Drinking Buddies maybe 4 or 5 times.
Is that
I've seen
Jake
that
Johnson?
one. That's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a bad one.
When they feel lived in like that, it's a nice world to kind of slide back into for a little while.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's worth your time. It's got him and it's got Olivia Wilde.
Duplass,
Pre-
one of the
that one
Duplass
was
is in
good.
it,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, that's a Duplass joint,
Yeah.
I believe.
I remember when it came out, and
Yeah.
people were like, "Yeah, it's
And
good."
the guy who is talk about a worker, the guy from Office Space who was also in everything.
Gary Cole,
No, the main
Stephen
guy.
Root,
No, the main guy.
Ron Livingston, Loudermilk.
Yes. God, he was good in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's easily 15 years older than all the other cast members. Doesn't look it. He's great.
Yeah, he's good in
and
stuff.
He's a worker.
He was
He's a
good at.
fucking
He was
worker.
good as Barry Allen's dad in that movie.
That doesn't surprise me. Oh, that's right. He came back because
Because what's
But-
his
Crudup. Crudup,
yeah,
Crudup,
Billy Crudup
Crudup.
had a either a scheduling issue or he just
Or
didn't want to
didn't
work
wanna.
with Ezra Miller.
could have been the morning show. You don't know.
I don't. Is that any good? That's Jennifer
I enjoyed the
Aniston
first season
and
very
Reese
much.
Witherspoon?
It's good, and he is astounding in it. You want to talk about somebody who just looks just like, I am so happy to be doing this right now. You don't
Isn't he
understand.
Irish?
I could have been in The Flash again. What? He's fucking great in it. He really is. I really, really enjoyed it. What did you think of what we thought, Rebecca? No. To go back, sorry, Jules and I haven't really gotten to talk very much lately, so I apologize for us
That's okay.
kind of.
That's okay. I'm just
falling all over
enjoying
each other.
listening.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
love how
that's
you're
my
barely
fucking
saying.
deal.
You're barely saying anything, and you're the biggest on the screen, and then we're just
You're just
flapping
This
our
is all just
fucking
one
guns.
reaction shot.
Yeah. This is
Great.
like a this is like a
Maybe
live
I should,
stream
like,
of watching a
pretend
live
I'm
stream.
saying what you're saying, lip
I-
syncing, so people will think that you're your voice is.
Do
coming
you
out
know?
of my mouth.
Do you know
That'd be
ASL?
like American Sign Language?
Yeah.
No.
Great. Then do sign language for it.
Let me just
Okay.
do a quick dust up.
Someone
I'll
did
just
that.
Google it.
They like showed up to do. What was the thing? It was a pretty big thing.
Oh, wasn't
Where-
it like it was an awards ceremony?
Yeah.
It was like the
Somebody
Emmys or
showed
the
up, it's like,
Oscars
oh,
or
yeah, I'm
something.
the interpreter.
Yeah,
And then they just were doing
they just
this.
fucking did weird
Are you
hand shit.
kidding?
Yeah.
No,
Oh my
not kidding.
gosh.
This
Real
is like
thing.
within the past like 10
Uh-huh.
years or
Oh,
something.
that's so
Oh, like in the
funny.
past 5 years,
Which is within the past 10 years.
which is within the past 5 years.
No.
I used to
the
know
past
the alphabet, but I can't remember. I think this is
A, B,
B,
C, D, E, F,
Thank you.
F,
G,
That's the only thing I remember.
H.
I think this is I, which
Yes.
is really.
And then
hard
this
to
is
imagine
J.
why that's one.
Scoop.
J.
Is that really?
K,
Yeah, J is scoop.
L.
It's a little J.
oops, M N O.
Hang
P,
10?
I don't know. Q. I don't know. It's been a while.
Okay,
ago.
so you'll have
When I
to
was in,
spell
like,
out every
primary
word
school.
that we say. This is going to be a long
Yeah,
fucking. This is going to get the
be-
record.
It's going to be really long for me because I don't remember like 80% of the letters properly. So yeah.
T.
I didn't know that this was like a test on the ASL.
U.
It's all down
Yeah,
to
I'll
a
just
test.
make the shapes with my body
W.
if necessary.
H-O-T-T-O.
Y.
I know
Z.
people complain about new music, but I'm here for that song. That song. makes
What are we
me
talking
very
about?
happy.
http://
Yes, exactly.
www.youtube.com.
By-
That's my
by-
favorite new song by Chapel Roan.
That's the one. Mm-hmm. I am very well because I put on the AI that's going to kill us all. That's on Spotify. When I was in
Why?
the shower because I didn't want to think about what was on. I just wanted to say no. Like I'm gonna play this. No. I'm gonna play this. No. I'm gonna play this.
You just
no.
get off on
and
saying
it's like
no.
wet hands.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the. They're already wet. Actually, no,
Nice.
they're dry. See, they're dry. I promise they're dry.
Oh.
It says,
don't
and now
believe
here's songs, the biggest songs from the charts today. I'm like, fuck. And then that song starts. I'm like, okay,
I don't know what it is. What are you talking about?
Hot to Go.
Yeah, I don't know. Who's that?
It's a, yeah, well, you already said her name.
Oh, it is a Chapel Roan song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a chaperone.
Oh.
I think I just heard it like a couple weeks ago. My friend who I went to
It's
visit
real
with
good.
was, like,
It's
really into
it's got a
it right now.
chanty part that you could do the YMCA to.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
I
catchy.
love I love a dirty pop song. There's always
Dirty pop.
It's totally like we could totally fuck right now. I'm just telling you, that's what the song is about. Not you and me, Jules.
We're
That's a
pretty
different
far
show.
away.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be
I guess we
different.
could cyber.
Logistics. That'd
6
be
hour
really
drive, baby. No, but
tough. Just keep the fire going for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's the tantric shit. God damn.
That's right, exactly. You
Somebody
gotta
call
train for that
Gordon.
shit.
Sumner.
Shumway, Alf.
So that's
Because he
Yep.
Because he'll eat a pussy.
Oh God. Oh, Jules.
I mean, he eats
See, I
cats.
don't even have to say anything. Y'all are plenty entertaining just listening to you.
Because Alf's name is Gordon Shumway.
How did you come upon Alf? Because
His
I
name's-
watched Alf when it happened.
As a reference.
No, did you watch it?
No, I've only come across it as a reference. Oh. And in the I love the whatever the fuck. 80s or 70s, whenever the fuck it was out. Yeah. And then like, so I know
It
he
was
eats
so
cats.
lazy, though.
I know he's a puppet. I know his
Alf-
name's Gordon Shumway.
It's
about it.
Stood for alien life form.
Oh, no, I know that.
Like the guy who was one of the writers on there who did Permanent Midnight. I could see his name in my
Oh,
head.
Taylor Tomlinson.
No, that's after Permanent Midnight. Stortle. No.
Squirtle?
Jerry,
Pokemon.
No. Jerry. I'll remember it when this is over. In any event, he was a writer on there and was gacked out of his mind while doing it. And if you watch the movie of his memoir, not Ben Shapiro, a different Ben plays him in it. I know you want it to be Ben Shapiro. I know.
Kingsley?
No. His-
Ingmar Ben Gvir, the defense minister of Israel?
No.
Yes, that's who it was.
That's who it was. I'm pretty sure that's
I mean,
who it was.
duh. Come on.
It was Zoolander. It was Zoolander.
Oh, Mr. Stiller.
Yes.
The producer, but really barely has anything to do with the hit televisual series Severance.
Oh, I thought he directed that and
I
stuff.
think he directed the first episode, maybe.
I thought
but
that
he's
was
just
his
he's
show.
just a producer. No, he's a producer. Yeah.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
So, Rebecca.
I guess we know everything about you now.
Okay.
I mean, there's not much to know.
Great segment,
here.
guys. We'll be back right after this. Oh, we're staying here?
See ya.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah.
I'm the most fascinating guest you've ever had. I have nothing to say.
No,
It's all right. It's lovely to have you. Glad you could make the time for us.
Jules and I are much better about letting other people talk when we've done this a little more often. I was pleasantly, but still a bit surprised when he said, I might have a guest. I'm like, you're going to inflict us just talking to each other for the first time in weeks on a third party?
Well, we
I'm
got
a
we
pretty
got
easy person to inflict upon. It's all good.
also we got a bit of it out of the way yesterday.
That is true. That is true. I am.
Well, you said you had song.
Yeah, but I don't want to just jump to song. We have to finish the fucking deal
It's been 30 minutes.
of.
Whatever the fuck this is.
Uncategorized.
yeah.
I do.
Miscellany.
Yeah. Ephemera. I wanted
Yeah.
to put out a book. The only thing I was going to put out was just like a book of essays and stuff, and called it something ephemera and effluvia. I can't remember what the first one was.
Oh, it wasn't just called something.
Oh, I
No.
thought that was
Although
something.
that's pretty
I
good
was
too.
into
Now that you say it. Yeah, but I can't remember now. It was such a good story. I know. So I do have a question for our esteemed guest.
I'm
So
ready.
you've been in the same room as Jules.
At least
I have.
twice.
At
So
least
he
once.
exists in time and space. He has a third dimension.
I am
Pretty
extant.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I have a
confirm his
corporeal
3D situation.
Okay. And so I have to do some
Should I
algebra
leave?
here. No, this is for you too.
Okay.
So you have been in the same room as Jules, and Rob, and Rowan,
I have. All
And-
Yeah, at
three.
the same time.
and they're all right around the same height.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I
Because
don't have a good sense of height. I
'cause-
just know I'm shorter than everyone else.
Rob and Rowan and I are just about the same height,
Oh,
which would
so
also
therefore
mean that
you and
Jules
might
and
be
I,
around the
yeah,
same height? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. I may be slightly taller than Rob, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
we
pay
might.
attention to these things, to such
Rob
things.
is, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never paid attention to that actually.
I'm
That's a really
not the
interesting thing.
tallest person, so
I don't tend to notice height until people are like really
Right.
tall, because
Yeah.
I grew up with a guy who, when we were 12, he shot up to 6'6".
Whoa.
So anybody,
Oh, God.
anybody like 6 foot and under, it's usually it appears as though we're eye level to me, because I'm
Yeah.
used to that, you know.
Yeah.
But although I will say that everyone here in this terrible place I live in, no, it's great. Everyone here is insanely tall. I called myself short once, and a friend of mine's like, "You're not short. Just these people are really tall." I was like, oh, okay.
If you want to see someone who's genuinely short, we
Yeah.
should be in the same room together.
You're
people-
taller than
divulge?
Anne.
No,
Do you
that's
divulge your
one
height?
Person. I claim 5'2", but I think I'm just under. It depends on how tall I stand. Like if I'm really like, standing fully.
you're
maybe
working your
5'2".
core.
If I'm working my core, guys, yeah. Maybe when I'm dancing, I'm 5'3", if I'm lucky,
Yeah,
if I'm
there you
really
go.
pulling in. But
I-
I'm a very short person, man. Every picture that I'm in, I'm like astounded by how small I look compared to everyone around me.
It's funny.
like, it's ridiculous.
I thought I was going to be shorter than I am, because I didn't break 5 foot until the end of 9th grade. And
Oh, wow.
when I was 17, I went from 5'4" and 160 to 5'8" and 135, and magically girls existed.
That's where they were. They were up there.
They were.
They're in the stratosphere.
Well,
Except for me. I was down below.
Yeah,
the
they
ground.
certainly
Everyone else
they
was up.
they certainly suddenly noticed between that and playing the dentist in Little Shop of Horrors, which will always
That was
have a
The leader of the plaque.
such a watch him suck up that gas. Oh my!
Oh my God.
He's a oh God. He's
Something. Marquis
and he'll
de
never
Sade.
be any good.
I don't know. It's
Who
been
wants
20
their
years
teeth done
since I
by
did. Yeah.
the Marquis de Sade.
Right there it is. Yeah.
And I also played guitar in the pit for that one. That's a fun one.
Oh, nice.
And you don't have to know how to read music to play it,
Ah,
because
lovely.
it's all 50s takeoff stuff.
Right. So,
So
it's just like
if you know magic
4
changes.
chords. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
4/9.
I sang on stage.
1 6 4 5.
Oh, 1 6 4 5.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's the fourth chord.
That's
that's
right. Yeah,
it.
6 is always in there.
Which I
So
which I
what
sang
did you sing on stage? What did you sing on
Those magic changes from Greece.
Not to be confused by Them Changes,
No.
which is
Is that from Greece?
No.
Oh. I also did booty school dropout.
Booty school. Booty school call, drop out. Yeah. Now that's a show.
I mean, that's the story of my life. Booty school dropout. Did
Booty
you not
school
know that's the name
dropout.
of my memoir.
Yeah.
I was going if I was going to write a memoir, it was going to be called The Least Happy Fella.
Oh, that sounds like a children's book.
Yeah. Well, there was a show called The Most Happy Fella, and I'm like, no.
Oh.
At least happy fellow. I was gonna write one called Limp and Quiet because that's apparently how I was born. Like, and my mom was. It's constantly telling me that I looked so limp and weak when I was born, and I didn't cry when I came out. So that's gonna be mine, limp and silent.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. It really, says a lot about who I am.
I
Mine
like
was
it.
going to be too much and not enough, but then Mary Trump wrote that about her fucking uncle, so yay.
Taken, stolen right out from under
She
me.
totally
How
told me
dare
she
she.
did it just to piss you off.
I knew it.
It
Fucking
is
Mary.
totally personal, like everything that happens in the world.
Yeah,
Like everything on the internet, totally
like-
personal and just about you.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like right on the nose.
Billy Cobham, he is a drummer and a singer. He's the one who did Them Changes, and I only heard it recently. It's from the 70s, and he's this large African American gentleman, and by large I mean like wide, like required a lot of clothing to cover him, and everything he was wearing is very shiny, and he had a fantastic afro, and he's singing fantastically and playing drums fantastically. He played in Band of Gypsies with Hendrix.
Arr.
Just a drummer.
Arr.
And watching this, I'm like, it's one of those things like, how am I just finding out about this? So it's very much worth your time. And whoever he got to play guitar with him, he told him, can you kind of sound like Hendrix, but not enough to get us sued? Okay, you're in, because that's.
I didn't know Christina Hendricks played guitar.
Now you know. Before.
What can't she do? She can be in Mad Men. She can
get a
play
second
guitar.
job. I don't know.
That's two things.
Fair.
Wild.
Second television.
She was
job?
on Firefly.
You can do two things. That's pretty much the best.
She
you can
was
do
a-
for
she was the
yourself, two
wife.
things.
Yes.
Yeah. Two more things than I can.
Yeah. Get yourself a man who can do both things. Both of the two things. So you said you have song?
I didn't get to ask my question to Rebecca. Rebecca,
Oh yeah, what was your question?
are you in a situation in which you could, and if you are, would you therefore be interested in playing any music tonight?
Yeah, we were gonna get to that.
Sure. I just moved into this apartment on Tuesday, and
Congratulations.
thank you. It's been good. So I could sing, but I wouldn't be very loud because, like, I have neighbors. I'm still experimenting with the laws of noise here, but yes, sure. I could go into my bedroom because it's a little bit quieter and, like, insular. It's, like, a little in the core of the apartment, so I could totally do that.
But we
okay.
don't want to get you into trouble.
Well,
No,
if,
I think
if
I'd be fine. I mean, I could also go into the back room because it's, like, doesn't adjacent to anything. So the
Okay.
answer is I'm willing to try.
it's up to you, obviously.
And then if they, like, knock on my door and say, like, we hate
Yeah,
you,
if someone
shut
starts
the fuck
pounding on
up,
the
then I
wall
will
or
just,
whatever,
like, shut
yeah.
the fuck up and stop.
banging the ceiling with a broom.
That's right. But so far,
Yeah.
everyone's been very lovely, and yeah.
Well, that's
It's
good.
weird. I grew up in a townhouse, so there weren't
Okay,
like one
okay,
wall, but
Mr.
you didn't have to worry
Moneybags.
about. Oh, we were on the end, so we just had the one wall.
Jesus,
but
fucking
maybe
bragging
that's
about
what
it.
did
This
it.
is like-
They never banged on our wall, but to this day, like I listen to music in the shower, and I am still so worried about being too loud. I'm their dad,
Yeah.
and I'm the grown person. Like, there's two grown people in this house. Our names are on the mortgage, and I'm still worried about, like, am I gonna be too loud? Like, I asked when I was like, was I too loud when I was in the office? We're in a ranch house. I'm as far away as you can be in my house and still be in the house, facing the wall that's away, and I'm still like, all right, I don't want to be too loud. Is it too loud? I don't want to be too loud.
It's weird when you have to think about it. I haven't lived in an apartment in a long, long time, and so I've just been used to, like, doing whatever the fuck I want in, like, a house that's isolated. So it's an interesting adjustment to be like, oh, I can't just, like, make tons of noise at any given time. I mean, I already didn't do that because, like, if my husband was asleep, I would, like, practice with headphones and stuff. So, like, I'm used to some constraints, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to feel it out.
All right. Well, let's do Chris a song.
Yeah.
Let's get you a song to do.
Okay.
You're Chris, yes.
I am me.
Hi,
just
hello.
me.
Hi.
You're still
yes.
Chris.
You're still Chris.
Still
there you
Chris.
are. Congrats.
I did not become Chris, even though I'm your esteemed guest.
No, you're Clifton.
I leave that to you. I'm Clifton. It's
I'm
true.
Clifton.
You're Tony.
May the
She's
Clifton be with
Clifton.
you.
That's true.
And also with
But
you.
I'm already with Clifton, so that means may I be with
Then it
myself?
is with you. May you be with
It
yourself.
is within me.
Good.
It's true. All right, good. Glad we settled that.
Chris, you don't get it.
No.
You don't get the bit.
No.
Oh, we have an inside joke. Haha.
Yeah. Tee hee hee.
Cool.
Whimsy.
Whimsy.
Whimsy! So this is a new song?
It could be.
Well, is it one you've played on that I've heard before? You said you
No.
had song. Okay.
I do have song. I am.
It's one of the 40 odd songs you've written this year.
Yeah, I looked up the other day, and suddenly I had, depending on how I was counting, either 40 or 42 songs for the year, because I had
Nice.
2 songs. No promises of quality, only quantity.
I mean, I
But
will
Stephen
only
King
accept a
rules.
song of the utmost quality, so I'm just saying I'm going to leave the live stream if I don't think this is a song of
As you
quality.
should.
Shit.
That's
I don't know
actually-
how I feel about
No
this
pressure,
one. So
no
That's actually how it always works.
Oh, none
And so when
taken.
guests have to leave early,
that's why.
that's why.
Yeah, it's
None-
personal.
None taken.
Yeah. just
Some
saying.
taken.
Some taken.
You should take it.
We're not gonna take it.
Well, I'm gonna
yeah,
have to
we
go
are.
all the way out to Erie and make you take it. You will fucking take it.
I started making up my own version of that like 15 years ago, called "We're Not Gonna Make It."
Oh,
It's and it took me like 15 years to get the second line. Not like I've been putting effort into it, but it's the first line was, "We've got no chance to speak of," and then 10 years later, what popped into my head was, "Failure is what we reek of."
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
give
like
me
10 years
Years
good.
add another line.
I mean,
in, like, 60 years. You'll
I haven't
have a
put
solid
any
movie.
effort into it. I'm not making it that long.
I don't know if that deserves a parade.
Yeah. Rebecca, were you there for that?
No, this was before her time.
That was that.
We do have another segment on this
We have a
show.
segment
We have
here.
we have too many fucking
and
segments
it's
on the
related.
show.
There can never be enough segments. on
Well,
this
there's a cap at like 50, so I have to delete segments.
Yeah, you might have to. We might have to start over.
No, I've had to been. Every time we like the last one I added was, and it's kind of a bummer how often this one comes up.
It's
so
a
we're
shame
probably
about the other
it's a
stuff.
shame about the other stuff. That's
And
when we
don't
talk
forget
about
the
people
stuff-
like Joss Whedon or
Oh,
Louis C.K. or Michael
Yeah.
Jackson or Kevin Spacey.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Wow. Nicely
one,
done, sir.
One of the other segments we have.
How many of them? How many
is
of
called
them do
Where's
we
My
have
Goddamn
that are
Parade?
directly making fun of my health situations?
I think just like 2 or 3.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3. I've got.
There's this one. This is my favorite one involving you.
I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, well I mean it's because it's in your blood. Just the acronym alone really just gets your dick hard. Do you get it?
But only the self-hating Jewish half.
I mean, Jews are white until it's inconvenient, dude. Here is the main one.
Yeah, that's the main one.
And then just a brief reminder. Sorry, everybody.
That might be our first one.
It was not our first one. My first one that I did was, I'm pretty sure the first one was, spoiler alert, when we were just talking about whatever
anything, whatever we
thing
happen to
was
be talking
happening.
about.
Yeah, I may
It
have
was his
deleted.
childhood sled.
I may have. It was actually his mistress's butthole. That's true. Allegedly. Don't sue me,
Allegedly.
Lydia Hurst, and Chris Hardwick. Apparently, which is weird. Okay, I don't think we have the other one. I think I deleted it because there were too many. But it was what meds are we taking? Because I think it was Ron. Ron was on here one week, and then we started talking about meds,
one, yeah.
and then this is when you got diagnosed with
A
something.
diagnosis.
Oh my god, it's so good, such a good fucking show.
Oh, such a good show.
I was talking to somebody about it, and I like brought it up in the same breath as like Sopranos and Breaking Bad. They were like, they stopped for a minute, and
It
I'm not
belongs
gonna
up there.
watch it. And they stopped for a minute, and they were like, yeah, they're very different, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't watched? I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
And I'm not going to. Oh,
You
you
have
haven't
watched
watched Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Yeah.
You? Oh yeah, you should. But you know, we've
I
talked about
watched,
that.
like,
Your
part of
kid
the
has
season.
told you.
My
that you should.
14-year-old is like,
Right.
it's the best show. It's like, I don't want to hear this from you.
Yeah, it is.
I don't.
It's terrific. It's
I'm partway through the first season. I've been starting to.
Yeah.
I
get
couldn't
into
make
I
it
like
through the first season.
That's what happens. There's usually a stopping point for a lot of people. It's usually either like halfway through the first season, like episode 4 or something, or halfway through the second season, right before the lawyer shows up. And then when the lawyer shows up, Bob Odenkirk, obviously, he's comic relief because it's fucking Bob Odenkirk. It's still Breaking Bad, and it's still harrowing and just an anxiety
It's
bomb.
really intense.
Yeah, it's really intense. And like the thing that proved to me that I was ready for like horror and more intense stuff. No, we want to hear all of that, Chris. We want all of that. Leave it in. The was when lockdown started, and I was like, boy, I've been putting off rewatching Breaking Bad. I know it's really good, but it's so harrowing every time I watch it. Like it's just like I'm living the stress of that these characters are living. And then I started watching, and I was like, oh no, this is just a fun ride because I know where everything's going, and my life is garbage town. So
Did I tell you I got the child to start watching Justified, and he really likes it, which gives me hope. I've watched it 6 times. It might. God damn it, Raylan.
Well, Raylan. Well, goddamn, Raylan. That's the third business meeting you walked in on today.
I'll always take a Dr. Pepper. No, but I still like the
Boyd Crowder. God
I like
damn.
the lower Boyd better though. Raylan.
Hey there, Raylan. Well, now listen to me here, Raylan.
Nah. I was hoping you'd be here, Raylan.
Oh man, so good.
He is such a good actor too.
I'm so
'Cause
glad
that
he
show
got
would not
Fallout.
be the show.
Like I'm
I
so
I
glad
haven't been
he got
able to
that.
finish Fallout because it got too
right,
early for me.
right.
Yeah,
That's
and
another
then
one where your kid was like, "You should
my
watch
kid's
this.
like-
It's really
Yeah,
good."
my 14-year-old is like,
and the first episode, there's like a kind of a genocide.
yeah,
Little bit. There's a bit of genocide.
a bit of genocide, you know, like bit of honey, bit of
Tad,
genocide.
tad.
A little bit. There's like a huge
soupçon.
mass murder.
Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle,
Yeah.
sprinkle.
Sprinkle it, yeah.
An attempted genocide, I guess, because
Oh,
they
and-
don't.
Of
They
genocide.
survive. Yeah.
And to finish the thought that he already knows and isn't interested in, it's either 40 or 42 songs, because I had two that have there's a set of lyrics over here and there's music over here, and I didn't like it enough to actually demo it and put it on the list.
Got
So-
it.
Do you think you'll come back to it? Do you do that, or when you're done, you're done?
I occasionally go. Well, I have to go back to them and listen to them the next day because usually I hate them as I'm doing them, and have to stop myself from if I went with that. I'd
We
never
talked
do
about
anything
this
ever.
yesterday
Yeah.
too. Yeah, where it's
never
just
do
like,
anything ever.
Yeah, it's just like I need to give it some space.
Yeah,
because you're
when,
too close to the case. Get
Because
off
we'll
the
never
case.
because we'll never get him on here unless you get a new co-host, Roscoe. On
Roscoe would come on here.
do you think so?
I think he's softened on you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Took
I
him a
wouldn't blame-
while. He's
Yeah.
coming back to the VOM,
Who could
and he
blame
knows that there's always the impending. There's like
There's
this sword
the-
of
the
Damocles
possibility.
of you hanging over.
No, it's more of sort of damn that guy, but he asked me a direct question on a VOM the other week, which was the first time I think he had spoken to me other than like in a less than friendly way in a long time. And he asked he's like, how many songs do you write? Like, are you writing stuff every week? Like, he was asking songwriting questions.
Yeah.
And he's like, so do you write more in this time or this time? I'm like, no. It's like, well, then what do you think the factor is? I said, well, I always have ideas. It's a matter of, do I work on the idea, and then the times where there's no point in doing anything ever, so why write a song? And he's like, man. And it stopped. He's like, that's some wall you got set up for yourself there. But yeah, that's pretty good. As walls go. It's a good one.
That's one of them, and boy is it there a
And
lot.
boy, howdy.
Boy George. Is he Australian? Are
No.
they Australian?
No.
I
Culture
know it.
Club is not Australian.
Culture Club.
I want to say that they
Tell
had
that to
Manchester
Culture
ties.
Club.
Yeah.
Manchester.
Manchester. Yeah.
Birmingham. Liverpool.
Hole.
I'm from the
all the-
north, Ian.
Fun fact.
No, right? Oh,
All of the
northern.
spiders from Mars are. What is happening?
What? Spiders
I
from
thought you were
Mars?
just. All the spiders from Mars, Mick Ronson and the rest of them are from Hull.
What's the spider from Mars? I know Sophie from Mars, the YouTuber.
Ziggy Stardust and the spiders from Mars.
Who's that? Is that David Bowie?
That's the one, Bowie.
David Bowie.
Do you know David Bowie's given name?
Bowie.
No,
That's
his,
Duncan
that's
Jones.
his kid.
Yeah.
No, it's really dumb. His real name was David Jones, and he had to change it because of the monkeys.
Davy Jones. But he went by Davy Jones. But everybody would have thought, yeah, okay. But Robbie
that's why.
Williams was still around when Robin Williams was around. And look who's laughing now.
Oh God. Okay.
Can you play a song, please?
Absolutely not.
quick, save us.
Robin Williams would have liked that joke.
How's that? Oh yeah, that's like Bob Goldthwait.
That's what I was about to say.
his
Like his
friend, yeah.
best friend was Bob Goldthwait. Like if you saw like the last few movies he did, like Robin Williams was like he was a dark motherfucker.
He
I mean,
was a
obviously
really,
he was going
really
through
dark,
some shit,
yeah.
but like World's Greatest Dad is so
It's a
fucking
really
good.
good movie.
And so
Bob
is God Bless
Goldthwait
America.
makes good movies.
He makes good.
Bob
He gives
Goldthwait-
good movie as
gives good movie.
as Rachel Bloom would say. Or what's her name in the? Oh, you guys have the same initials, Rebecca Bunch, in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Rebetzels. That's what. That's what she is. It's Rebetzel's Pretzels. I'm Rebetzel. I mean Rebecca. It's great. It's a great show. It's a national treasure. And I may break down and watch your special, but I haven't.
Yeah, I
given
haven't watched it either.
I haven't given it a go yet.
I haven't
They
been there
took
for
Crazy
it yet.
Ex-Girlfriend off of Netflix. The fucking
really?
monsters. I bought it outright like years ago. Once it ended, I just bought the whole series.
I wanted to buy Shoresy, and you can't buy it.
Fuck! It's just a Hulu exclusive. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they're not gonna. Well, they
Makes me
may take it
sad.
off. Fucking Bob Iger. God damn it.
It makes me sad. That was the other one. The 14-year-old I was watching some of it with me, and he's like, "I like this."
It's good. Shoresy's good. Shoresy is it's better than
I
Letterkenny.
love Shoresy.
Better.
They're not the same kind of show. At all.
No, Letterkenny is like a joke machine.
Joke machine. Yeah,
right.
joke
Which is great.
And then
you
they
know.
develop characters. In
Right.
Shoresy.
It's like
Great.
30 Rock, but more endearing.
Yes, very much. That's a really good way to put it. With better jokes.
It's like Northern Hick 30 Rock, and it's beautiful. And
It's
like
so
and there's
funny,
but
though.
they're nice. Everybody's like, even like the shitty people, except for like when the Americans come. Or
the Americans.
or like the real, like the mountain fucking Hicks. Those guys are kind of the Degens. Those guys
Degens.
kind of suck. Those guys
Yeah.
kind of suck. But
kind of
everybody's
the point.
generally pretty nice. The Skids, they're nice.
Rebecca, have you watched the show?
No,
It's worth your time. It's on Hulu.
I have been trying to get Rebecca to
Or
come
don't.
to the dark side, and
Or
by the
don't
dark
watch
side, I mean just watching like absurdist.
Who's
ridiculous
our friend,
stuff.
Who's our
Yeah,
Canadian
he's been working on
friend?
me. He's been working on
Yeah,
me.
Not Carrie, our other Canadian friend.
Kyla.
Yeah, Kyla. I got her to watch some of Letterkenny, and she hated it. She's like, I'd like to see an edit of this without the jokes.
Then she may like Shoresy because there's actually a plot.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's
An
possible.
edit of Letterkenny without the jokes would
Be a
be
very
5
short
minutes.
show.
Not
Be a
per
very short
episode.
show.
It would be 5 minutes.
Overall.
Overall. There's 13 seasons. It would be
not
5
to
minutes.
not to make too much of a supposition, but the fact that considering how remote she is in Canada, it may have reminded her of some people she knew.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like, you know, Carrie lives in Toronto, or is it Toronto? And so
Toronto or Toronto?
or Toronto. Toronto?
Toronto.
Toronto. Toronto. Toronto. Trinity.
It was so
A
nice to
Trinity,
see him
please.
back.
Oh
It was so
yeah,
nice
it's
to
great.
see him back.
And I'm
What a
glad
good
and I'm
guy.
glad it's been a regular thing. And I bet it'll be Roscoe and Carrie and Kyla and everybody cool will show up on Monday when I'm not.
I'll be sure to
fucking there.
text you repeatedly about it.
I'm gonna call it.
Ooh, Rebecca, will you
Like
come
Mr.
on Vom
Farrell.
on Monday? Jules will not be available.
I'm actually going to be at Jules' show.
I'm so sorry.
Fuck you, Rebecca,
Why
for
would you
coming
say
to my
that
show.
to her?
Okay, well that took a turn. Well,
Oh,
Sure, you don't want to
okay.
come to Vom?
Here's an exclusive, Rebecca. Would you want to play on a couple of my songs?
I would love to.
Because I'll have a keyboard up there, and Connor's probably
I'll
going to
be
use
there.
it after me, and you'll be there. So
All right, well.
okay.
We're for all of the not watching.
For all of the no one watching, it's at Pie Shop in DC on Monday. I believe the show starts at 7:30 or
I think it
8.
starts at 8.
Okay, doors are
Because I can't get there
7:30.
till
You have a
8.
Monday
Yeah.
night show in DC.
I have a Monday night show in DC. Yeah, it's a lovely place. Such a lovely place.
Whereabouts in DC?
Simmering up in the Pie Shop, DC.
California.
California. No fucking
You can
idea.
get some pies.
You really can, and they might surprise you with how good they are.
How close is it? How in relation to Christian and Alejo's Gallery?
They live in Mount Pleasant,
Okay.
probably like 15 minutes from there,
Oh,
and it's like 20 minutes from here.
we played there so long ago that it was before GPS on your phone. So we used to get fabulously
Did you have a TomTom?
lost. No.
Did you
We
print
got-
out? Did you print out MapQuest directions?
Yeah, and it didn't help.
I have a physical atlas in my car that we are going to have to use when I drive across the fucking country in like 2 weeks to grab my sister and her dog and say, "Get back over here," from Sacramento.
Are you afraid of a GPS on your phone?
There will be roads where the GPS will not, like the satellite. Like I've driven through West Virginia, and I can't believe I didn't use the fucking atlas when I've gotten turned around a couple times, and then I sussed it out. But like the satellites don't pinpoint when you're in certain parts of like mountainous or rural areas. You just can't get any signal of any sort of roaming, nothing.
Yeah,
so
that's a
the
good
satellite like can't fucking find you if you're in the boonies.
We used to get so lost, and now this is a little sad. The dearly departed Bay Bridge. I used to end up driving across that because we'd get
That's
so
the Key
wildly
Bridge.
lost. Key Bridge, not the Bay Bridge. Key Bridge.
Bay Bridge, man, if that got fucking fucked, that would be devastating because that's like the only way to get to the Eastern Shore and
the
back
reason
without
I
going
said that
all
is
the way up around through
when
Delaware.
I first started hearing about it, again, I'm here, not there. So I thought they meant the Bay Bridge when they
Right.
said the Key Bridge.
That's
and
what I thought
somebody's
at first, too, yeah.
And somebody's like, were you ever on that bridge? And I'm like, oh yeah, like 4 or 5 times. And then I found out it was Key Bridge. I'm like, hundreds of times? You know, because we used to, it was an option when I used to go to work with my dad, I think before the second tunnel opened. Because that opened.
The 95 tunnel?
Yeah, there's the Fort McHenry and the Harbor Tunnel, I think.
Yeah,
whichever
yeah,
one's-
okay.
Whichever one was the second
No, so then
one.
that's a 695 tunnel.
Whichever one opened when I was a kid.
Eight?
So whichever one opened in the 80s.
It's the 895 tunnel. Sorry, yeah.
God damn it.
It's the Harbor Tunnel. It is. I'm
Fucking
seeing it on the. Okay,
fuck.
that's it. We're done. We're done. In stream.
And out.
Recording stopped.
So Rebecca, we'll see you at VOM on Monday. is what I'm hearing.
Ba-doo-ba-doo-boop, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop, ba-doo. Fold up your chairs, yeah!
Rebecca, we have a theory that if Jules and I are ever on stage together at the same time in front of people, we will be so irritating that they will fold up their non-folding chairs and throw the
them at
pieces
us.
at
Start
us.
like
Yeah.
crushing chairs.
And-
It'll
and-
take, like a stadium chair and like just.
Throw the
Just
pieces at
rip
us.
off the cushions and just
You
fucking throw them.
motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Why are you so irritating?
Yeah, we'll
So you guys just
advertise.
incite violence to
We'll
chairs
advertise
everywhere.
bring your own fruit. Biaf. Yeah.
IOF.
There's also a theory that if we're on the stage at the same time, or if we come into like the same room as each other, we'll just be like, and then
Right.
the other one will be like,
Right.
yeah. But also, and it's like,
Yeah, we're worried that we'll end up. There's a moment in there's a biopic that is so
Biopic.
bad, biopic of Def Leppard, and they have these.
who's the
actors
Def Leppard?
do
I haven't
actor
read that
things.
comic.
And the actors playing those parts kind of look like them. And at one point, that for some reason, I don't think maybe they weren't able to quite show alcohol or whatever it was. But at one
It was the
point,
comics code.
the two guitar players meet and they're laughing like idiots in an alley. Just like and nobody understands what they're saying. And we're worried that if we're ever in the same room, that will
It might
happen
happen.
within like 30 seconds.
That was a long walk for a short drink, but I'm here for it.
I made no promises of stories. I never promised you a rose garden, so fuck right off.
You did promise me some rosebud later. His mistress's butthole. It's a slow movie, but I like it. Casablanca's better.
Well, that is
But,
a
you know.
whoa. Those are two bold statements. One, that you liked it, and two, that you liked another all-time favorite film.
I know, right? I
that
like
one.
two. I like
Hey,
two
hey,
of the top
I don't
3
care what
AFI
anybody
100 movies.
I'm gonna fucking say it. Casablanca holds up. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, the internet.
I did say that. I wasn't being genuine in the follow up, but I had shut up, fuck you. But I had recently watched it when I saw Jaws, which was in like 2018 or something for the first time, and then I was like, "Have you seen that movie Jaws? That shit's fucking good."
I haven't seen it like since
I
I was
haven't
a
seen it
child.
ever.
Oh, really? It's really good.
Yeah.
I've
It's
heard the
Jurassic
limitations.
Park, but with the water.
I've heard the limitations of not really being able to show the
Made
shark
it
really.
better.
Yeah,
Made it
as
better.
is usually the case.
Yeah, and like I would hate to see what, and I don't think Steven Spielberg has the George Lucas brainworms, where he
hasn't
wants to
gone
go
back
back.
and
Yeah,
fixed his
exactly.
movies.
And he really doesn't do sequels.
there's a little kid and his mother died and he was sad.
Yeah, and so I think Jar Jar Binks is really funny, and so we're just gonna put him in most of the movie, and then kids will really like it, and we'll do a merchandising deal
Hey,
where
as you
he has-
taught me,
where he has
Star Wars is for babies.
where he has a lollipop.
And
It's
I
a
love Star Wars, but-
It's a Jar Jar lollipop, and the lollipop is his tongue, and then children will
So
suck on
Rebecca,
Jar
do you
Jar's
mind
tongue.
if I play a song?
Yeah,
That'd be okay?
Chris, could you play a song?
Actually, I do kind of mind. But,
Ooh.
You know what?
What
You know
if we
Harsh
what if we
but
put
fair.
what if we put Jar Jar Binks in it?
okay.
Me's a play song.
If it doesn't, if it doesn't work out, what you can do is you can wind this whole thing back
I mean,
and then
I've
put
already
Jar Jar
told
over
you
my
I
face.
can leave if I don't like it. So
That's
I'm
right.
not
That's the
afraid to
rules.
do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I make no promises on this one. There is a
You better
segment called
promise. Do you
I
second
make
the
no
list if you
I
don't
make
promise?
no promises.
Sir.
I'm your esteemed guest. This is
Oh, what's that? Watto? Hey, what's this somebody calling my name?
Now
Watto.
have you explained where Watto came from?
Where's Watto? Right here. I got to go.
That was a thing he started doing. This place and other places.
Our hit mainly here.
Yeah.
And then it leaked into the VOM because
And then-
my brain
Why
doesn't
not?
work
And
good.
then one day, Rob showed up, and did he just basically hand it to you with no
Oh,
information?
he opened the trunk of his car. He called me out to it, and I was like, "Boy, this is weird." And usually, when he takes me to the trunk of his car, it's for snake-like reasons.
I thought it was Rosebud.
As you can see, that's a good callback. Watto does have a hat. He's got a little hat. It's his sequel hat that he only wears in Attack of the Clones, and that is a thing that I would bring up multiple times. I would just say it just
Yeah,
as a fun
he
fact.
would.
And it's not a fun fact. It's barely a fact. It's just a thing that happens. It happens
It's
to
just
be
something
true
he
that
did.
happens in the movie. Watto is wearing a hat, unexplained. Doesn't matter. It's got a little chin strap on it. Who cares? It's
Chin strap
Watto.
on
He's
his
got a
hat.
hat. But so over the lockdown, I would watch this thing called the George Lucas Talk Show, and it's where George Lucas and Watto would and Patrick Kottner, who's the producer and booker of guests, would like talk to Star Wars adjacent people and just Lucasfilm adjacent people about like Lucasfilm stuff. And George Lucas would not break character, and neither would Watto. And there's like hundreds of hours of that on the internet that I watched while I was alone and couldn't
The
talk
Jedi.
to anybody. The Jedi. And
So no, go back to the Rob thing. The Rob, the
and
trunk.
so I started doing this fucking stupid thing about Watto. He's got a hat, and it eventually just spun out into Scooty. Like that's where Scooty came from, was the Watto impression. Because
You said the name!
Oh shit! Is somebody saying my name? No, Scooty, go back to sleep. Okay, I've been hibernating. Is the election over? Did Trump win? Shut the fuck. Sorry.
Why
Scooty,
would we question?
He
Of
can't
course.
vote, luckily, because he's Italian. So
Scooty the adorable fascist.
he's
And he's got a lot of like really questionable friends from what
He's
I
got quite a few questionable friends. The Bennies.
He lives in Jules's basement.
That's pretty questionable.
There's
Even
a lot
I don't live
going
there.
on.
But finish the Rob trunk story.
Anyway, Rob pulls me over to his trunk and he's like, "Would you like a little rosebud?" No. Chris and Rob have I guess was this before or after the Batmobile?
Batmobile?
There's a Batmobile.
It lost a wheel?
No, didn't he send you a Batmobile or you sent him a Batmobile?
No.
Someone sent someone a Batmobile that I saw in a trunk of a car.
Nope, not it.
Anyway, it was around my birthday, except it was like a week after my birthday or a week before my birthday. It was something like that. Anyway, the Watto, Rob had the Watto in his
It was within the range of his birthday.
Yeah, it was like that month.
I had conspired with Rob said, I want to send this to Jules, but I don't, and I found his address, but I think it's a little weird when he didn't give me his address. So would you mind giving this to him? And he said, sure. And I thought he was good. And I was like, and if you could put a bow or something on it to make it look like a present, that would be great.
No.
And what got back, so I thought he'd go, hey, Jules, here's something from Chris for you. And apparently, what did he do? Just grab it and toss it to you or something?
No, he was like, hey, this is from, it's like Chris sent this. And then, but he just
did
handed
say
it to
that. Okay.
Yeah. But I think it was preempted by, on this very stupid whatever the fuck this is, we were talking about, like, how, as we all know, Watto's got a hat. And then I was like, yeah, but, like, toy sales for Watto couldn't have been good enough to warrant him having, a sequel action figure where the only thing that's different is the stubble that he has to show time has passed and the hat. And it's just like, there's no way they made that. And they did. And I believe
and
he has
found
a little
it here
accessory
in Erie,
with,
and mailed it to do the
Most Espa junk dealer. Now, junk dealer should be in quotes because he straight up owns slaves.
Yeah, he's slave
That's
owner.
how we were introduced to him. He was Anakin Skywalker's fucking owner.
Oh no, maybe that's just a really horrible euphemism for slave owner.
Maybe.
And George Lucas, amongst his other crimes.
Droids are sentient, and
So
they're
let's-
treated like slaves.
Yeah. So let's torture them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
But anyway, I said to him the thing, and the phone call I got, I was like, did you fucking do this?
Yeah, it was. I called him immediately. Yeah. And I laughed and laughed and laughed, and then
We both
Watto made an
laughed.
appearance, and then Watto and Scooty, I believe they're best friends now. I believe they're cohabitating.
They have a
I mean,
thing
what
going.
are they gonna do? They're both living.
They
in
got a
Houston or
thing.
something.
Yeah, but even though like Scooty is violently like anti-LGBT, I think Scooty identifies as like non-binary. It's weird. Scooty is just a
Setting
controversial. Scooty contains multitudes, but does not mind if you call him he. So
Good.
Makes
there
it
you
simple.
go. Yep. Anyway, hey Chris, please play a song.
All right.
That was
All
easy.
you had to do is ask 12 times.
I thought that was going to be harder on account of
Yeah,
how
yeah,
hard
I
it
can see
was. Yeah.
No, don't do that. I don't want to see me. Can you,
You can just click
Oh,
away, but just,
how are the soundy things?
thematically. There could be a little more guitar.
A little more guitar?
Yeah.
Mauer guitar?
Mauer. Yes, that's right. Bill Mauer.
Joe
Cool
Mauer.
guy, Bill Mauer.
Joe Mauer, Hall of Fame catcher from the Minnesota Twins. How about now?
A little lower because it's like it's peaking a bit. Yeah, that should be good. All right. Hey, it's Chris Eric doing a song.
And you'll notice I've turned my Vom shirt because we're not officially affiliated.
That's like in movies where they put the picture like
If
face
I had
down.
a way to blur it, if I had a way to blur it out, that'd be even better. Just that spot. All of these horses pulling in different ways for what seems like days. All of these choices shouldn't be so bad. Lucky to be had. All of these horses running away. What else to say? Everyone says it's never what you know, only where you go. Even if that's true, what the hell but it's what I got. All of these horses running away. What else to say? Hey.
Boo. Yay. I get those confused.
Or
Sorry.
did you?
Should I have said
Or
boo?
do I?
Is that like the decorum here is boo first and then?
Well, hey
Cool,
Rebecca.
what now?
Hey Rebecca, could I talk to you like over here on the side?
Yeah.
Hold
Okay,
on, just let's just hold on. Could we just come over here? Yeah. Hey Chris, you hang out. You hang out. Just hang out over there. Hey, so like I like to make Chris feel like really insecure about like his like output of stuff, just to keep him on his toes, you know, just so, because we can't, you know, in Australia they have this thing called tall poppy syndrome, and so you got to cut down like the tallest poppy, and so like we can't have him getting up there. So like if you could just like play it like at the VOM, it's all like we're supportive and stuff and genuine
here
things.
it's
Here it's really sardonic and cynical, and we just try to make him feel as bad as possible. So he keeps coming back because, like I said before, gaslighting doesn't exist, and you're all crazy. All right, we can go. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, Chris. Hey.
You know, that was really disappointing.
The song or the looping?
I mean, like, do I really need to specify?
No, just curious.
Oh man. Great.
So yeah, that's all.
Yes. You fit in fine, Rebecca.
Thanks.
It's fine.
I do my best.
It's just fine. Ugh, God. Hey.
That's my fucking deal.
What? Okay. All right. Well, cool. Would you like to play a song? You don't have to.
I mean, I could. I just played one. Shouldn't you ask our guest if she'd like to play? A
Oh,
song?
you know what? That's a good idea. Hey, Rebecca, would you like to play a song?
Sure, I should.
I'm sorry, we're out of time.
Oh, Scott, we gotta go to
Funky Town.
because I gotta take down this curtain and do other things and that's Klingon.
I read it as like we don't want you to play a song anymore.
Yeah, that's
Is that
Klingon for
correct?
Klingon
Okay.
for ooh, fold up your chairs.
See, I've been
Eep.
studying my Klingon in the.
Eep op
Oh.
work
Yeah.
Walla Walla Bing Bang. What are we doing?
It's from the Jetsons.
Actually, I have seen that.
There's
I've seen that. I've seen that
And then-
episode where
And
they
then
do that.
that's what they call it. Yeah, those episodes.
It's in an episode
And-
of a televisual series.
Exactly. And then
Exactly.
there was a compilation called Saturday Morning Cartoons, and I believe the Violent Femmes play Eep Op Ork on it.
Yeah, they played that on Boomerang, a Cartoon Network channel.
And the Ramones did Spider-Man.
The original song.
Spider-Man,
Yeah,
Spider-Man
that's-
does whatever Spider-Man.
They
Spin web and
wrote
shall
that?
get-
What's
no,
happening?
They cover it on the tribute.
Okay,
that I
because I'm
mentioned.
like, that doesn't sound like the
That's really
Ramones.
interesting.
Yeah, because like I've heard that a lot. Because I had the Spider-Man soundtrack when the movie, the
believe it's called
televisual
Spider-Man.
musical. Oh yes, Spiderman. Excuse me, from the Williamsburg experiments. So you know,
Yeah, get it right.
it's You ever been to Williamsburg? Chris?
Brooklyn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's expensive now and fine. There's still like a lot of Hasidic Jews there, but it's also now like a lot of hipsters. Hipsters. Jews.
I've been Brooklyn twice. I was there for a funeral and to play a power pop festival.
Okay.
So it's
Very
it's
disparate
the
situation.
span of
Rebecca, don't you have a show in Brooklyn coming up?
I do. On
It's
November
probably when I'm
11th.
driving across the fucking country.
Probably. How
Yeah.
inconvenient.
I
It's
see
not.
a lot of posts on the Facebook because that's where I am about you playing New York things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm there
I've
sometimes.
done Quite a bunch. Yeah, Jules is sometimes there.
Sometimes I'm there. I'm Jules.
That's
you.
Jules.
Kimmy Whoopsie.
Hi. Kimmy
Also known as
Whoopsie,
Jules.
if you're nasty.
Miss Whoopsie if you're nasty.
Miss Whoopsie.
I'm sorry, Ms. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Ms. Whoopsie.
Liz, be careful.
Ms. I had a teacher in middle school And that was the first time I had heard someone correct a miss with a Ms. Was when I had a teacher called Ms. Brosamely, and I was like, "What the fuck is the difference?" And she was like, "Well, I kept my name, but I'm married." And it's like, that could still be Miss.
Yeah.
I don't understand the distinction. Also, it should just be called actor. There doesn't need to be it's not doctor and doctress. What are we doing?
Right, exactly.
Although doctress does sound
Missy.
pretty cool. And I think it should just be called songstress. We should all be songstresses because songster sounds
chanteuse.
fucking stupid. Chanteuse. What's that mean?
That's what Jeff Buckley referred to himself as, a chanteuse.
Oh. Is that like an ingenue?
But a singer of songs.
A singer of songs.
Edith Piaf.
Singer.
BF.
I like to keep my references current. It's like Edith Piaf.
Yeah. Whenever
Like Mario Lanza. When Mario Lanza would sing a song. No.
if Matt Holson ever comes on the show, I figure I will be playing the role of Rebecca tonight, where I will just be relegated to nodding and
Yeah.
and you guys are
Holson-
just making references about like vaudeville shit.
Holson and
Pfeiffer?
Pfeiffer and I.
That Holson and Pfeiffer is my favorite vaudeville duo.
A little traveling music, please. It is funny because at one point, my elder child, who delights in making fun of me, is like, "Dad, you only listen to music that's 100 years old." And I'm like, "That's not true. I mean, I do like some music from the 20s. That's not a lie. But I mean, the stuff I
some
really
shit
like
from-
is more from the 30s and 40s. You know?
Just wait 10 years, kid. Come on.
That's right, come on.
Shelley, come on, Shelley. Well, do you know, Shelley, that I was going to ask you a question, but I'm Jiminy Click now, and now my voice is up here, but now it's down here.
You done glicked up now.
You done glicked up. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to glick with. Well, Rebecca, I can play a song while you get situated if you're going to move rooms, or if you're just going
Oh,
to
I'm sorry. We have
just
to go.
going to stay there
Whoopsie.
and play.
Whoopsie.
Play a gentle
to-
song.
I will play a gentle song, but I'm going to grab my guitar from
Okay.
the adjacent.
Cool.
Well, this would be a great time to let everybody know that
Should we log off now?
Ssnotwasscall is brought to you by Doritos.
Should
Doritos.
we log off like
Hold
right
on,
now?
we're doing the
Hey,
ad.
Jules,
We're doing
should
the ad.
we-
We're doing
should
the
we
ad.
we got to do the ad break.
We're doing
okay.
the ad spot.
Ad read. So, have you ever had
Hey,
Doritos?
have you ever had
wanted
Doritos?
orange dirt under your fingernails?
Hey, Doritos.
Doritos!
You want some orange dirt? Come on down. Get Doritos. Doritos, they're almost chips. Doritos. Ow.
Almost chips. So what are they if they're not quite chips?
That's absolutely right, Rebecca.
They're
We can
They're
always count on you
60%
down.
reptile. Doritos!
Eat your family. Doritos. Doritos.
Rebecca,
it's
I think
people.
part of our concern about being on stage together is we might just both start talking in that voice, which will get us shot.
You're absolutely
I think.
right. Spinach.
I mean, I'd show up for that show. I'm just saying.
You'd be the
audience of
only one.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd skip my own show.
You just leave.
I wouldn't come either.
Oh yes, you would. All right.
Hello.
Let's
now I'm in the
let's get your sound all squared away. Yes, you're big now.
So, do I need? Finally, it's a rare occurrence in my life. Only on Zoom.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone that saw me like on Zoom during the pandemic, especially like dancing things, then when they meet me in person, they're like, "Oh, you're so little." And I just
Are they
so many
disappointed?
times. I
Do
don't
they?
know.
Are they like, you're so little? Oh, okay.
I guess they thought I was a cooler and taller person than I
Cooler
actually am,
and
but yeah.
taller. You know,
Everyone's
yeah.
just been like, "You're so little."
Height actually dictates how cool you are. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Donald
thing.
Trump. Donald Trump is like 6'2". That's why he's so cool.
He's the pinnacle of cool. If
He's
only
so
I could
cool
be
and
like
big
Doing
and
that
wet.
thing again, aren't you?
I am doing that
just
thing.
saying, yeah.
All right. Give us some strums and stuff, and I'll fuck with your volume.
So.
You're good.
Okay, cool. Well, I chose this one because it is a gentler, quieter thing, so my neighbors hopefully don't kick me out of the apartment building. All right. This is called Time to Kill. And it's actually, I don't think you were there, Chris, when I played it. It's from a VOM prompt. I've actually had quite a few really good songs. I am muted but will not be silenced. Okay, noted. I hope you leave me some really nasty comments while I'm playing the song. I'll be watching, just in case. No time to gaze at the ceiling unless it can tell me the hour. Oh, the prompt was time to kill. Very creative.
Stop interrupting with rude comments.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna like see them and just choose to ignore them, as I usually do with whatever Chris says. No time to gaze at the ceiling unless it can tell me the hour. My toes betray my anxiety, tapping out Morse code, keeping the count. Never been good at existing without trying just a little too hard. White knuckles betray my gripping, squeezing the life out, afraid to let go and lay down. But somehow, with you, I'm molasses slowly sliding off a spoon. I'm unaffected by the fact that I'm languishing as I lean in closer to the crook of your arm and the hollow next to your heart. The world is spinning, but still we've got nothing but time to kill. Thought I would find it alarming to let you see all of my skin, 'cause I'm used to covering up and then telling myself there's no way you could love every inch. But in your arms I'm suspended in the amber glow of taking our time, and gravity starts to feel lighter, and I can't imagine anything better than you and I. With you, I'm molasses slowly sliding off a spoon. I'm unaffected by the fact that I'm languishing as I lean in closer to the crook of your arm and the hollow next to your heart. The world is spinning, but still we've got nothing but time. Kiss me like the clocks are broken and we've got nowhere else to go. Can't waste time if there's no such thing. Oh, kiss me like the world is over and we're the last two people on the earth. Can't waste time if there's no such thing. If there's no such thing with you. I'm molasses slowly sliding off a spoon. I'm unaffected by the fact that I'm languishing as I lean in closer to the crook of your arm and the hollow next to your heart. The world is spinning, but still we've got nothing but time to kill. We've got nothing but time. Thank you.
I really like that song.
It's
you.
lovely.
It's,
And
it's really like it's fucking it's solid. That's probably one of my favorite songs of yours, actually. And I like your stuff. So
Oh, thanks.
yeah.
Thanks,
so is this
guys.
how he talks to other people?
Shut the fuck up.
mean, you don't see
Shut
all the
the
moments
fuck up,
he tells me that
Sanguinette.
he hates
What?
my songs. So like, this is just like a rare moment. He's just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
use for the-
It's. I'm just as like genuine and impassioned when I tell her that I don't like her songs.
Yeah,
So,
no, he's
yeah.
pretty damn clear.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like,
he's
oh
ruined
man,
my
Rebecca, I
self-esteem
gotta tell you,
many times.
I really don't like that one. Like the way that it sounded was bad, and I do not like what you did
Writing
with your
was
face.
bad and the execution was
your
worse.
face. It's bad.
Your face really broke
Oh
it.
my
though.
goodness! Well, stop insulting my face. I mean, come on.
Hey, he
guys.
started it.
Oh,
This
hey,
is
I
all I
finished
have. This is all I have.
Chicago. Did I tell you that?
No, so
Yeah.
much fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it turns out I was there for that one because I thought it sounded familiar. Time to Kill. I went back and looked. I did
Oh,
write
okay.
one. Yeah, it was from April. So
Man, that's such a long time ago. That seems crazy that I wrote it all the way back then. My God.
yeah, yeah,
Huh.
it was. And time has no meaning. I was trying because I
really
couldn't
doesn't.
remember.
That's crazy.
I couldn't remember anything about it, so I went back and it was when I got the looper, Jules.
Oh
because,
wow, fuck man, that was
Yeah.
only in April. Jesus
about there.
Christ.
Well, because I used it because it would like give me the
See, now it's weird because Chris, it feels like you got that looper like at least a year ago.
No, but I may have
It
gotten
feels
it before
like
that.
it
But I
feels
used
like
it.
that. But then Rebecca, it feels like you wrote that song like 2 months ago.
because it had this loop.
That's crazy.
Because I couldn't,
Put it up to the microphone.
I couldn't play this
Put it up
and
to the
sing it at the same time.
I remember that, and I do like that. I like that, or do I?
That's a cool one. We never know.
Yeah,
what
I'm
we-
sorry.
Okay,
there
no,
are vocals
don't
on it.
play a
No, it stopped
recording
it. It
of
stopped.
you
It stopped.
of you playing a song.
stopped. It's
when
all
you could
stopped.
just play a song.
I don't. Well, the weird thing is, I don't remember. Like, usually, I write the chords down, but I didn't write the chords down for that one. I could figure it out, but I'm not going to.
But you've
Like,
done
not
it
now.
since then.
Yeah. It might be in the paper book back here. I have a large notebook.
Gotcha,
But right now I'm using my iPad, and on my iPad it doesn't have the changes. So I didn't
do
say
it-
it was a good story.
Can I do it like a non sequitur?
sequitur?
Sequitur.
Sequitur.
Yeah. Sequitur. I hardly even noted her. So.
So are we going to explain the parade?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
So-
just a second though. We will get to the parade. I'm just saying, I feel very much like Boyd Holbrook in The Sandman. I've started watching The Sandman after I finished Lucifer because technically they take place in the same universe, even
They
though
do.
Lucifer is played by Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. And Mazikeen is actually the demon with the face burnt off. But, you know, I like to think that that's just how Lucifer actually looks and how Mazikeen actually looks. Anyway, Boyd Holbrook's in that and Justified, and he's so good at playing a villain. He's also in Logan. He's great at playing a villain. He's like, I think, Walton.
Justified that
Yes,
the
he's like Walton
Slight
Goggins.
Return?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Oklahoma Wild Man. He's like
Yeah.
he's a Walton Goggins level character actor, and I'm glad he's getting play. And he's the guy in The Sandman. Did you watch The Sandman?
Yeah. Are you talking to
He's
her?
the guy. He's the no you.
We're talking
Oh,
to
no,
her.
He knows
Rebecca,
I
I know
haven't- he knows
you've
I
watched.
haven't watched it.
I know you've watched it. Yeah. We're big sandheads over here.
Totally. Sandhead number one right here.
Sandhead number one.
That feels so slur adjacent.
Oh boy, does it, Chris? Now that you bring it up, in this climate. Anyway, he's
In
the
this economy?
guy. He's the guy in Sandman where he wears these like circular glasses, and then he's got the teeth for his eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he's the guy with the robot hand in.
There's one for you to chew on.
in what's it called? In Logan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Which
he's
they
the character
literally
actor.
dug the corpse up of and beat people to death with
Spoilers!
it. Which is just like basically what that Deadpool movie is.
Yeah.
They dig up the corpse of the good Wolverine movie, and they're like, "We're gonna beat you over the head with this, and it's gonna make $1 billion."
Yeah.
And then it did, and I
It's all you
rewatched
need
it,
to know.
and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's there. It's another one of those movies. It's kind of. Did you ever see the movie? Not the wrestler turned actor. The movie called The Rock.
Oh
Sean
yeah,
Connery.
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. The
Sean
Scorpion
Connery.
King. Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Connery did a movie with Nicolas Cage
yes, pussy.
called The Rock, and everybody in it is hamming it up, and they just think it's the funniest thing ever. And then Ed Harris is in it, and he is invested. He is like doing his fucking job, and I think that's how Hugh Jackman was in
Deadpool
Deadpool
and
compared to
Wolverine?
everybody
Yep.
else.
Yep.
He's like fucking invested.
Absolutely. And like
Yeah,
it actually makes sense because of the multiverse shit
Yeah.
of it all. I mean, it's of this phase, even though like I'm not the biggest fan of it, like the post Endgame stuff, it's probably like top 5.
It's very
easy.
entertaining.
Yeah,
It's not a good
entertaining.
movie, but
I
it's very
think the
entertaining.
fucking new Spider-Man is top 5 of the new batch, and
I
I
have
don't
not yet
think
rewatched it.
I don't think it's very good. The animated Spider-Man ones,
That first one's really good.
those are
that
crackers,
Second one is
and
half
that
a
second
movie.
one is half a movie.
And that third movie is not going to come out.
No, it'll come out in 5 years. It'll come
Good
out.
luck.
It'll come out in 5
Good
years.
luck.
Luckily, they cast adults to play all the kids, so
Yeah.
it's Anyway, now to the thing that you were talking about, the parade. Our segment. The segment. No one.
The
Can
segment
you
in
really
question.
own a segment?
Yes.
Oh man, I have to.
Turns out, I checked. Yeah.
This is my favorite segment. I just used to do farts like.
It's one of my favorite show tunes. How did you know?
I used to do
Oh my God.
farts all over.
It feels like very English music hall. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, get down!
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to get down. I want to stand here. Stallone and Schwarzenegger are not getting down. Oh, you're going to get down? Because I'm not getting down if you don't get down.
Get down!
I don't want to get down. I don't want to get down.
Hey, come on, what do you want? No, it's
Get to the chopper.
it's a face-off. Yeah,
We changed. We changed impressions.
It's a real face-off situation.
Woo. I'll say. Because
So where's
John
my-
Woo directed the movie.
The doves fly out. So where's?
I'm sorry. Wait.
That was worth it.
Give me
Yeah,
mouth
I know.
noise.
Oh,
Back
I
at it
know.
again.
I know. What up, mouth noise?
So where's my goddamn parade?
Came from.
Well, no. This was a segment that you just had, and then it was solidified
Oh my God.
after Roland had his.
because I had said, "Where's my goddamn parade?" Is do you have a song? And next go round, if you wouldn't mind playing one.
Yeah, I
What
think
is-
we're gonna do.
if you
I'll
could
play one,
pick
then we all play one more, and then we can.
shut the fuck up.
No.
It worked for a sec.
Okay. It's the satellite delay.
It's more. It's more than I expected.
It didn't really work. It didn't
I
really
know,
work. It was
I
just
know.
like a lag.
It's a band-aid.
But I can dream, can't I?
Sandman.
You can't.
It's gonna be so quiet on Monday until you call in.
I don't think so. You'll still be there. It's
Well,
quiet
I
when
know.
it's quiet when you're not there.
Yeah,
For real, it is just the two.
Making noises no one likes.
Did that take you a year to write that second one?
It took 10 years.
That's right, exactly. In another 10 years, he'll have the next part of the stanza. I won't hold my breath waiting
You
for
can't
that.
take this away from me, fuckers.
They can't take that
It's
away
good. There's
from me. George Gershwin.
Gorge Gershwin
George Gershwin. Hey, you're Gorge. You're Gorge Gershwin. That was a good piece of business.
died of a brain
there.
tumor. 38.
No. What did his wife Ira do?
Was his brother?
I know. I used to think it was his wife. But
Oh, that's so
yeah.
much
It's really
fun.
funny.
Wrote for decades with other people.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy prolific. Like Mozart, almost Mozart level. Like
100%.
He bothered me because he thought that the songs he was writing with his brother were beneath him, and that his real calling was like Rhapsody in Blue and stuff like that, as opposed to
that noise, man.
as opposed to like Cole Porter, who understood the assignment.
Yeah.
And famously, one time he was in a nightclub, and it's a great piece of apocrypha. True or not, it doesn't matter. But apparently he was in a nightclub. Frank Sinatra started singing one of his songs and started changing the lyrics, and he left in a huff. Yeah. He was like, fuck you, man.
That's
Man,
that's
couldn't
awesome.
take it.
And point.
And
You know.
actually makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's my goddamn parade? As we were saying
Came from
already, came
the
from
song that you,
yeah.
if you have a song that you feel like is so much above whatever other things you've written that you're like,
Right.
why aren't people like, people should be carrying me on their fucking
Right.
shoulders.
They should
outta
be in the
here.
fucking streets like when Obama
Yeah.
won and my dad ran outside and he was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's we're gonna do it." And then, but really, what happens is it's like Obama in his like last 2 or 3 years where everybody's like, "Oh, this is what it is."
Jules, I don't know what you're talking about. He cured racism. Everything's fine.
That's right. We had a black president,
Yeah.
and then we
Everything's fine.
may have another one,
everything's
but
fine.
kind of it's looking like probably not. It's looking like she might lose.
Don't.
It's
Cop
looking like
over
she might
monster
lose.
every time.
She's.
Cop over
I mean,
monster.
I'm just.
Hashtag cop over monster.
But she's so charismatic and just like so like she's gonna
Shrimp
be so great.
and grits.
Yeah.
Shrimp and grits.
She talks about the issues, man. I'm just saying. She like really is saying bold stuff.
Yeah,
out
Chris,
there.
you're outnumbered here.
She was here, by the way. She was here,
She's gonna be on
and
the
the
mall
orange guy
this
has
weekend.
been here, and fucking Olive Garden, and
Yeah, please, Cheesecake Factory. She's a
and,
woman of the people.
Oh, sorry. And Bernie is going to
After
be
she
here.
goes to McDonald's and
Stumping,
Bernie's in front.
stumping for her. Yeah, I bet.
This is like a big like.
No, if like
This fucking
because
where I
because
live is.
Hillary lost Pennsylvania, and she lost Michigan, and she lost Wisconsin, and
She
that
didn't think
lost
she had
her.
to go anywhere.
And that lost her the whole shit.
Yeah.
And like and we're
She
getting,
would have
we're-
been such a great boring president. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
Yeah, it would've been so boring.
Yeah,
It
and
would've
she
been
she
so
wouldn't have
boring.
moved the fucking embassy to Jerusalem in Israel, and then I don't think this shit would have started popping off as much.
so
because-
anyway.
anyway,
where's my goddamn
parade? Because I was gonna start
Back
going.
to that.
I brought it up on VOM, and I said that, and then I was like, and here's mine. And I played the song, and Rowan, who is
He's a
one
sweetie
of the
pie.
nicest humans,
He's beautiful
genuinely,
and sweet,
but
and
he's
he's
also
great.
a fucking sniper. Because he just under his breath, he went
1,500
as I finished
yards.
playing. He went, I don't know about a parade, and I'm like,
Fucking Devo, mate. And like
Fuck.
we like everybody like it took 5 minutes before the next song was played.
It
because,
was
because
havoc.
we had to debrief.
he shot into the crowd, is what he did.
He turned into light. It's like in Star Wars, the first Star Wars, A New Hope, the real Star Wars, where when fucking Ben Kenobi, do you think he means Ben Kenobi?
Do you think he means Ben Kenobi? Do you think they mean old Ben Kenobi?
When he gets hit by the lightsaber and then he just
Obi what now? Yeah.
Obi what? Obi who Kenobi?
Oh, behave, Kenobi. Wow, I've gotten you a couple of times.
I'm tired.
It's the old man wheezing laugh that really does it.
My defenses are down. Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
but he just
became
and he
one-
wasn't
he-
trying to be shitty. It just came
No,
out.
and then he became one with the Force.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He was gone. We haven't
He
seen him
just turned
since.
into nothingness, and he became a beam of light. Yeah.
I've always wanted us to go back and clip that out.
I think there are a lot of, but like, who's gonna do that? There are.
You.
How many? No, absolutely not. How many hundreds of hours? So like, we're on like 240 next week, I think, or something like that.
That's a lot of hours.
So 241.
239.
So 240.
We're gonna start counting backwards.
Well, time. So that's like that times the shortest one we do, and I went back and saw like in the beginning, you guys would go around like 3 times because there were only like 6 of you that would show up any given week.
Nobody was streaming. Yeah,
But it was still like 2.5 hours that you would do.
well, because
So-
that was our social time. Because
Right, exactly, because because we were all trapped. We were all trapped. I bought a PlayStation with my Trump bucks in like June, whenever the stimulus, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whenever Trump did socialism.
when he fixed it, when he fixed everything.
Yeah, fix everything.
That was
He put a Band-Aid on that bullet wound. That's what he did. We were
does
gut
not
shot,
always
and it's
work.
just like, here's a Band-Aid, and then like 2 months later, he was like, here's another Band-Aid. That was great, but that Band-Aid was smaller.
That was when we were doing that. There was a point there where I was doing VOM on Monday, and on Wednesday there was a great one out of St. Louis called the Play Music Open Mic. this guy Brian Ranney, who is a really, really charismatic, wonderful, quirky St. Louis musician. And so I would be doing like 2 a week, and I not only would I not play the same song like week to week, but I decided that I would play different songs at each and every one of them. So I was writing 2 or 3 songs a week at that point, which is when I ended up, because I have the list here. 2022 was 42 songs. 2020 was 42, and 2021 was 45. And Driveway came out of 2020, and Squirrel came out of 2021.
Which is not what it's called, but that's whatever.
No, that's
calls
what people know it as.
Right, yeah.
I don't think, Rebecca, I don't know if you know that song, because I don't play
think
it
so.
very
Yeah,
often.
okay. Are we taking
That's
requests?
one of the
I know
three
Kate's not here, but like, are we taking requests? Kate, I keep inviting her on the goddamn show, and she's like, "You never invite me on the show," and I'm like, "Okay,
I'll invite her on.
you should invite her on. Yeah, you do that, and then she'll maybe listen. Yeah, her and Joey.
Yeah, that's one
Those
of
are
the...
those will be like top notch episodes because of how contentious it may or may not get.
I don't know what you're talking about. I get along great with both of them.
We may need to make sure like Telly or Sean or someone who's like an anchor
Sean.
on either side.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sean.
I
He's
know.
Such
Stop
a great
it.
guest.
I'm sorry.
So
I
much
brought him
better
up.
than Rebecca. What? No. Wait.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't hear any of these like her
That is...
critiques. I
She
just-
hasn't heard us for the last 20 minutes.
No,
I,
I've just
Man,
been
it goes
tuning-
over your head because
tuning you out as usual.
She's been playing solitaire the whole time. Just like, that's why her eyes are going like
See,
that.
this is just like
Don't knock it.
a picture that I took that like acts like AI and acts
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm actually responding.
At one
Screen-
point-
it's a
Really?
screensaver.
At
Yeah,
one
I'm just
point,
here for-
Rob
it's a
had a
very
loop
intelligent
that he
screensaver.
would run of him, just like, I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes long, of him like doing general computer stuff on a live stream. He showed it to me. He's like, yeah, sometimes on the VOD I might just throw that up so I can go do something.
What?
That is
That's
really
why I
funny.
do the silhouette thing, is so I can just go like if I have to go bust a piss or refill my drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a funny
Well,
motherfucker.
speaking of things we have to
I
do,
miss that
I have
guy.
to go downstairs and put my clothes in the dryer because like now I don't have a dryer
Okay.
in my house. So I'll be right back.
I will play a song.
Oh, good. I was going to leave too.
Oh.
it's perfect. Everyone's leaving.
I'll still
Oh,
play a
I was
song.
going to listen on YouTube. Let me grab my
Okay, I'll
Let
be
me
back.
grab all my gear that I'm going to take with
But
me.
I can
Okay.
still hear you, so I'll be listening. So don't
Okay.
say anything about me. While
I
I'm
can't
gone.
hear you.
I'm here though. Hi,
But I love you,
everybody.
Kimmy Whoopsie.
Oh wait. Rebecca, could you just tell me real fast? Hold
Oh,
on.
no, I'm listening. I could help you.
Oh no.
I'm right
'cause
here.
I don't
I'd
want
be happy to help you.
I don't want you to help.
I mean, I could do it.
Is this
That
too
sounds
much?
good.
Is this too much
No.
compared to
No,
the
I think
voice?
that's good.
I mean,
No.
I'm happy to say that the amount of piano seems fine there.
Okay, cool.
think
Thank you,
so. But your
Rebecca, and
your guitar
no one
sounds
else.
funny.
Great, good. I'm gonna mute both of you. One of
So
you
why don't
out
your
of
fingernails
spite.
match?
That's great. Okay, he's gone now, so that's fun. And now I'm here, and I have to play a song. I have to. I get to. That's fine. This is the last of my whiskey, and I don't have to drink it, but I get to drink it. I don't know. I don't know if that's the same thing. Is that the same thing? That seems like the same thing. Let's say it's the same thing. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. It's the same thing. Okay. I'm going to play a mashup. So there's this cake song that I like, which is one of like the 3 cake songs that I like. And I tried to look it up, and it turns out Cake doesn't let at least this song be like put on any chord, or tab websites, which I think is kind of fucked up. So I just learned it, and it turns out it's just 4 chords. Fuck you, Cake. Maybe you're trying to teach a man to lead a man to fish, teach a man to fish, sort of deal. So maybe it's that. I doubt it. I bet it's some litigious nonsense. Yeah, hold on. No. through such strong resistance. First you say you're too busy. I wonder if you even miss me. Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever, ever, ever there. Take the time to get to know me. If you want me, why can't you just show me? We're always on this roller coaster. If you want me, why can't you get closer? Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever, ever, ever there. This is not a cake song. Find some time to sort it out. To clean my mind of any doubt. I don't mean you any harm. I can't just ignore this feeling that there is something wrong. Just watch me throw it all away. Don't wanna hear you say you make it all okay. You can't return the blame. Talk as if you're in a dream. The way you dance is smooth as cream. I'd hang on every word you breathe. To you I'm sheep you use for sharpening your teeth. Just watch me throw it all away. Don't wanna hear you say you make it all okay. You can't return the blame. No, you can't return the blame. No way, Jose. Kept holding on to a love that had already can't feed your hunger for pain. All the years we had have come and gone so fast. The fact that I can't get them back is all that will remain. Just watch me throw it all away. I don't wanna hear you say that you'll make it all okay. No, you can't return the blame, honey, no, no. It's not all fun and games, but hey, we always played your way. I'm not here to stay. Price is yours, price is yours, the price is yours to pay. Yours to buy, yours to pay. The price is yours to pay, yours to pay. Hey, you're to pay when it looks very fake. Hair club for men. Okay. That was perfect timing. Like, he showed up as soon as I started talking about the hair stuff.
Every once in a while, we'll be watching someone with an especially bad hairpiece, and I'll just kind of lean over to Joylene.
Man, like, some
Has
people
seen-
have like really good wig dar. I don't like, but when like, to the point where I'm shocked sometimes when it's a wig. Like Chris Evans's hair in not Captain America. The Captain America, barely any Captain America. Thanos is here. He's trying to get all the jewels. Not
End
me.
of Games?
No, the one before that. The Infinity
War
guy.
of Infinities.
Yeah, the Infinity. And luckily, it's Infinity guy. Okay. Yeah, that one. His hair, when he shows up and he's got like the long hair, that's a wig. But like, it looks really good. It's a good looking wig, but like, you barely see it.
Hemsworth?
No, Chris Evans. He grows his hair. Well, okay. Steve Rogers' hair is longer because
you mean
he's
when
been
he's
on
got
the
the beard?
run. He's got the
Okay.
beard. I think the beard is real, but the hair is a
There are
wig.
some people don't get greedy. Like Paul Reiser has had a hairpiece for decades, but it's not a greedy one. It just looks
I
like
see.
Yeah.
I see.
And
I
Ted
thought you were going to say
Danson.
Paul Rudd is greedy because he still looks like that. And still has his hairline,
no,
and he's
Ant-Man.
like 55. Yeah.
The Rat Venger.
Yeah.
He's-
yeah,
he's
yeah. That rat's like saved the
No, that
multiverse.
was the thing from some YouTube thing. They had like Rat Venger like T-shirts. I thought it was very
Well,
funny.
it's correct.
Yeah.
Rebecca, are you up to date on all your MCU shots and vaccinations?
I don't know.
Have you had the Agatha variant inoculation?
I don't know how I feel
a
about the
little behind
Agatha
on that.
variant.
I
I'm not
love
gonna
it.
lie.
I'm having a great time. It's refreshing that they're like actually committing to doing a thing, and
Yeah.
it feels like they never do that anymore.
I think Patti LuPone remains a fucking treasure.
All of them. Deborah
I
Jo
saw-
Rupp,
She came
Catherine
here.
Hahn.
She came up here, and I saw her
did you
perform
see
at
her
this place called
in
Yes,
person?
yes, motherfucker. I saw her perform, and she was astounding.
Well,
I,
I saw Sarah Bareilles, and that was nice.
That's good too.
And we were like pretty close. We were
was
like
nice.
like
Oh, yeah?
15 rows away
Funny, we don't talk anymore.
at the Kennedy Center. You and Sarah Bareilles?
Yeah.
You gotta
Well,
follow
she's
me.
been busy. She's been a little busy.
Yeah, I know.
She's been writing musicals, starring in a very funny joke machine musical TV show, Girls 5 Eva.
It is funny. I got to go back to that.
Did you see season 3?
No.
Oh, it's nice.
Is it?
There's big pussy energy. I mean, that's the show.
BPE? I mean, come
that's
on.
BPE. It's. I
Why
mean,
would you
it's.
want that?
Yeah,
It's all about the BPE.
it's where. I mean, it's the show. It's the same show, but it's on Netflix. So instead of being like,
It's kind of
you
like
know-
when Lucifer had more naked in it after they got over to Netflix.
Yeah, they got butts. They had some butts. Yeah, there were no breasticles. But,
I was,
nobody
the-
hung dong. But
The
you know.
the night I had a very strange, very nice, hours-long text exchange with Heather because we had just started watching Lucifer. She's like, "Oh, I love that show. I'll watch it the same time you do." So we were seriously like, I'm sitting there on the couch, and Joylene and I are watching it. Joylene is my wife, Rebecca. She's the better one. If you run,
She
across
is
her,
the better
you'll see
one.
why.
I said that yesterday.
It's a true thing.
When Chris walked into a room with her,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, Joylene won't say hi because she doesn't know you're here. Oh, okay, she knows you're here. Okay, she says hi, and it's like, tell her I said hi, and that she's the better one, because
Yeah.
that's just and he was like, she knows.
Yeah. Yeah. She rolled her eyes because she's very loyal.
Yes.
She understands her lot in life and has given herself over to it, and you know, she likes the kids, puts up with me. You know,
What's this?
Yeah.
What's that mean? What's
Fish
that?
a man. You said something, and then I commented on it, and I
Great.
can't remember.
Love to see
You'll
it.
have to go back. We
Awesome.
do.
I'm not. I'm
all
never.
do.
I'm never.
Please
going
don't.
Back.
For the
Never
love
go
of God,
back.
don't.
Jack Reacher. Never go back.
I watched both of those movies. The first one's kind of entertaining.
Cool. The show's good.
The show's amazing.
The show's good.
It's Batman without a cowl who kills
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could be a Batman.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, he's a hair
He's
tall.
a bit big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a bit wide.
He could be like a Jim Lee Batman.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris, let's go around again, and then let's dismount. I think this has been nice.
I was making a great point.
No, you weren't.
I put on a different shirt too.
What the fuck is going on?
Rebecca went and put on something with
Oh, this
sleeves.
shirt?
It's got
I did-
that's a lot of neat colors.
Thank you.
Yeah,
There's a lot of neat
that's neat.
colors.
It was blue and azure and green.
I put it on because I was hoping I'd elicit a comment from you about it being neat
I know.
with good colors.
I went.
Wow.
I
man.
did this for you. I want
Rebecca
you to
playing the
take
long
that.
game here. Like this
Yeah.
is some sadistic shit. God
Sure.
damn.
That's me.
Yeah. It's,
I look so nice on the outside, but-
that's what jumps out at me, you know, vibe wise.
Sadism
you know?
right here.
And
Yeah.
and we all know
It's a
Oh
vibe.
man, it's right here. It's a vibes based economy. We all know that. So go vote.
Yeah, do it.
Vote on vibes.
Oh yeah, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
I was wearing a sweatshirt and it was too warm, so I went
Mm.
and put on a different shirt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not as nice as your shirt.
I was gifted a nice turtleneck sweater, a zip-up turtleneck sweater, a burgundy one that I was wearing that earlier.
Is it
nice.
is mock? Is that the shorter? The mock is the non.
No, it's the
right?
full. It's the full
Is it the
turtle.
full?
Yeah.
'Cause-
The mock is like a half collar. You know. Yeah. Which I wore to prom, like a no neckwear, like half collar, thing with the
Did
the
you have a
rented
jacket
tugs.
over it?
I did have a jacket over it. Of
Nice.
course. Well, this is before I was, you know, the clothes horse that I am today.
I've been watching the Matt Smith. Thinking of you. I thought of you as soon as he showed up. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
That's my whole fucking That's my whole shit. Once he throws the vest in it, like once Amy dies, spoiler alert.
Fucking what? No, I don't.
She does it. Well, she does because everybody dies. Like even the doctor dies. The doctor has died 15 times at least. No, many more than that because apparently there were a bunch of doctors before the doctor we know because of the infinite child, whatever the fuck, the timeless child thing. He didn't understand what he was doing with the show. But
Come get me, clever boy.
let's see that. Run and run, you clever boy, and remember.
Yeah,
Yes,
I enjoyed
yes,
Clara
yes.
very much.
I like her, and she shows up as Joanna Constantine on The
That's
Sandman.
right. I enjoyed that.
There are so many people in that
Despite-
fucking show.
despite Neil Gaiman, who it turned
Yeah, who
out is
apparently
a real fucking problem.
bad bloke.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the-
So like, I love Sandman and Good Omens, but you know, it's a shame about
the other stuff. So what you're saying is you don't like his writing, just his personal life.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
WB. Okay. Are you finding a song? Have we vamped enough?
I could. No, I hadn't started, but I could now.
Do that. Do the thing I asked you to do, please.
Is this the thing?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, here's a
Do a
thing
dance.
that. Okay, so
Here's a really weird thing. My chin is here. My beard is here. And one time when I went in to get my eyes checked, they adjusted the thing to here. And I'm like, no, I'm up here, man.
my chin's up here, sir.
Excuse me. Keep your eyes up.
Eyes up here.
So, speaking of keeping your eyes on a thing, segue. Chris, please keep a lookout for this season of Doctor Who, the dance called the Drunk Giraffe, where Matt Smith puts his arms up like this and does this.
I'm aware.
I've made an entire room of people do that multiple times.
Like under penalty of death?
No, at a party, and I just showed them the dance, and I called it the Drunk Giraffe, and then I did the thing like this, and then I just got a whole room of fucking people to do it. And then I got kicked out of that party because the owner of the house was just going around asking everybody, like, who are you? Who are you? Like, really drunk, because she didn't know everybody there, because it was a party put on by multiple people. And then I just thought it was a drunk person just going around asking everybody, who are you? So I was just like, absolutely. See you later. I just walked outside. And then she made a stink about it because I didn't tell her who I was. And she, owned the house. And so I left of my own volition, but it was made very clear that I was not really welcome.
If you hadn't, you would have.
Yeah. That may not have been the same night as the Drunk Giraffe thing. I think it was, but it was the same place. I think I went there twice. First time, it was pretty cool. Then the second time, yeah.
Oh,
it was this,
we just finished the second Matt Smith episode, which was much better than I remembered.
The Beast Below?
Yeah.
I put that in a song of mine. Yeah. Good talk. This was fun. Thanks, Rebecca.
No problem.
Good night, everybody.
I thought it was really good. Yeah. Did you find a song yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But that was so important.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up.
Pivotal.
I'm glad you cleared that up for us.
I had forgotten. I had been saying for years, and I had forgotten where it came from. Come Along, which is from Come Along Pond.
Come Along
And
Pond?
Yeah, and I've been saying that, like, for years. Like, from the original run of it. And then, it is fun to watch it with the 12-year-old. Rebecca, I have 2 children, hence 14.
I guessed, 12
Yeah,
and
yeah.
14.
Yeah. Those are the only
The
ones.
14-year-old doesn't like you or shames you regularly over.
No. He'd have to talk to me to do that.
Oh, okay. So it's silent shaming. I mean, you can feel the vibes.
Yeah. And
It is not a vibes. If it were a vibes-based economy, we would go hungry.
That's true. Yeah.
No, we're fine.
Everything's fine. We're great.
It's great. It's great.
He's a
Just like
teenager.
everything else
Everything
in the
is.
world. It's all
yeah.
great.
He's a teenager, and I'm his dad. The fact that we managed to live in the same house is astounding.
Astounding, yes, indeed.
Yeah. But the other one, and everything's fine. The other one is watching Doctor Who with me and Joylian, and loves it.
Nice.
Loves it. Yeah. And when she's not around, he and I watch the Sarah Jane Adventures, which is delightful. And
It's a spin-off.
Yeah.
There's a robot dog.
K9.
K9.
And
Woof,
when
woof.
yeah. Yes, master.
Yes, master.
And when he's not around, she and I have been watching Torchwood, which is not a delight.
It's not, but it is really horny for the first 2 seasons, and then the third season it tries a thing, and good job trying.
Some good body
And
horror
then,
there.
and then and then the fourth season.
Rebecca, do you watch any of these
Sure
things?
happens.
I'm bad at TV.
No, you're good at life. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
but
what it is.
I'm slowly. Jules is teaching me some things about.
I'm trying. I'm
He's
trying.
trying.
So we can have
He's
like a
doing a pretty
shared
good job.
language.
Yeah. I'm a slow to warm TV person.
So not a TV like genre fiction person.
I'm just a no.
I mean, you've seen some of the Marvel stuff, right? Like
I've seen all the Marvel movies and stuff, and like
people get
I've
weird
seen-
about that
yeah.
stuff. Like people get weird about finding out you don't eat meat. Like, well, I do this
I
and
think
this
I
and
would
this.
say I've
It's like,
seen a lot
it's
of
okay.
I've seen a lot of things, but
watch
I
whatever
just
you
don't
wanna
get
watch.
too
You've seen a lot of
involved.
shit, huh?
I've seen
Seen a lot of shit out here.
I've seen a lot of shit. Yeah.
We're dealing with a lot of shit out here.
I've seen
That's
a
from,
lot of horror movies, that's for sure.
Yeah. There's one called The Battery that I have queued up to watch. It's a I'm not huge on horror movies. If I watch them, they tend to be zombie movies. But
I
this one is
think you'd like Late Night with the Devil. It's not like
I'm going to watch it.
It's not a lot of jump scares. It's on Hulu. Like it's.
Oh no,
fucking-
I have it in the queue already.
Yeah, I would watch it again, honestly.
Kevin, well, come on over.
You can introduce me.
Kevin Smith and Mark
multiple
Bernardin talked about it on their podcast, however long ago, when it was like doing the when it was doing the festival circuit, because they know Desmalchin, and
yeah, he seems like such a fucking cool guy. It runs the gamut of the Ant-Man people. I think like him and Michael Pena are on like one side, and then I think like
Baba Yaga.
Paul Rudd is somewhere in the middle, and then T.I. is way on the other side because he monitored his daughter's virginity, and that was
didn't
really
he turn
weird.
out to be a problem too?
that's
Yeah,
really
no, that was the main thing, and then I think he was maybe like a little Jonathan Majors-y, but not as much. But he for sure like monitored his daughter's virginity.
Yeah, that
and,
was
like,
really weird shit.
and bragged
That's
about it, and
really
it was
fucking weird.
wild. He would go on podcasts and like talk about like,
Yeah.
well,
You know
we
what's
have
really
an app, and it's like
weird,
what? How? Why? No.
The yardstick for the standard
Nice.
for being a decent
Nice.
thank you, being like just a decent guy is so very very low.
Men
that
are
when we f-
yeah.
when we find out somebody famous was just a shitty boyfriend, we're like, oh, thank God.
Right, like Aziz Ansari. Like
He may
now,
have-
now
yeah.
that was just a bad date that the woman regretted, and then like there were some mixed signals, but like nobody assaulted anyone. It was just like
No,
a
but
weird
shitty date.
thing,
Yeah.
like a thing that like most people
Yeah.
have been through if you've
Or-
been with like more than one person.
Or
ever.
like if you go to the next level, like it sounds like Hardwick was a shitty boyfriend.
That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like, and it seems like he's kind of an insufferable person just generally, which is why I
Yeah.
don't listen to
But
whatever
not like-
iteration of his podcast there is.
I
right
don't
now.
think he does one anymore.
Okay, well, good because nobody needs
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But he's not like the capital V villain that a lot of people.
No, like Louis C.K., there's like an obvious predatory, thing there. Like obviously Weinstein, Cosby, Spacey, like, then we get to Epstein and Diddy. Like those are
You
our
just have
tiers.
those are the names that you've written on the wall in your blood. You're reading them, right? Above you?
Yes. I'm trying
That's
to
why you're
perform
lightheaded, because
some
of the blood
satanic
loss.
ritual. That's why I've been
That's it.
watching Lucifer and Sandman. I'm trying to get in tune with the occult. I'm trying to Baphomet. Please hear my prayers.
Although, to be fair,
to be fair.
Lucifer at least is an Alan Moore creation, and as far as I know, he's a whack job,
The character.
but he hasn't done anything.
Yeah, the comic is the comic is a Neil Gaiman joint.
The
But the-
initial, I think
the-
Lucifer came from somewhere else, didn't he?
The comic was
in the
was
comic.
a Sandman. He's a Sandman spinoff.
Well, I know Constantine is more.
Constantine
Came from-
interacts. Okay, let's do it.
Constantine came from Swamp Thing, and
Really?
yes,
That's awesome.
He introduced it
James
during his
Gunn.
run.
Hey, James Gunn. Hi, all the nobody out there. Could you tell James Gunn to please do a Swamp thing because that's like such a good.
Yeah, they already did
thing.
it, man. The Heather Locklear movie. It's perfect. What are you talking about?
All right, Chris. I don't. It's just.
It was a very different time for superhero movies.
Who's the character? Lucifer.
John
Yeah.
Constantine.
No, shut the fuck up.
I thought Lucifer was also more, but I could be wrong.
Well, played by Tom Ellis in the TV show Lucifer. Okay. No, it's Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also allowed.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a spin-off of the Sandman.
I just
Yeah.
read Miracle Man. Have you ever read that? The Alan
no,
Moore
no,
comic?
Mr. Miracle and Miracle Man. I get
Yeah,
I get
two different
mixed
things.
up.
Well,
Yes.
there was originally a comic book called Marvel Man. that was
Rebecca,
big
be quiet for a
in-
second.
I'll try my best.
It's not a great story. Actually, it is a great story, but he was the one. This is like in 1982. He took like these like 20 or 30-year-old characters, Alan Moore, and came up with the original like postmodern superhero story. And basically this character who all the stories from the 50s or 60s or whatever were things that were put into their heads in these machines by the mad scientists who made them, and they kept them in like suspended animation, and then they come out, they go crazy, one of them kills thousands of people, the other one stops him, and then the good one takes over the earth. Yeah.
Is this like an
That's a
Image
lot.
thing? Is this a Dark Horse thing?
It went through a bunch of different ones. Now Marvel owns it.
Fascinating.
And I just read it. They had it on Hoopla, which is the
Because you know they're doing
public
like
libraries. Like
yes,
loaner
you've talked to me about
app.
that, which
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
It is. It's really great.
It's
They-
really great.
Yeah.
You know they're doing like the Sentry in the Thunderbolts movie. So like they're going to start actively in universe retconning shit while they go towards Secret Wars. Do you know like the Void and the Sentry? Like what?
Century. I
Yeah.
I thought you said the Century.
No,
I
no,
misheard
Sentry,
you.
the
Yeah,
character.
Bob.
Right, Bob. Yeah, exactly.
Although they said that was a fake out. That's not actually a Century.
It's gonna fucking
anyway.
be him. It's totally gonna be him.
hope
It's
so.
yeah. That's a fake
Oh,
out. Like
and
how he
Miracle
like how
Man.
Benedict
Mephisto.
Cumberbatch wasn't Khan, and yes, Mephisto's showing up in the last episode. It's
And,
gonna be Mephisto or
it's totally-
Scarlet Witch is gonna show up.
Who's Fisto? And the really
sorry, Rebecca.
you will enjoy this
I'm so
because
sorry.
Alan Moore, Neil Gaiman. Don't be sorry. Alan Moore never finished the story, and he handpicked Neil Gaiman to finish the comic. So I read both of those, and Alan Moore's thing is amazing, and Neil Gaiman also did some.
Yeah, yeah. And Neil Gaiman was there too.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine writer. I guess
He's usually like there. Like I think the Sandman show is good, and Neil Gaiman produced it. That's what I think. Like I haven't read the book, but like I don't know if I'll enjoy it as much because I
weird
know
thing is-
I've kind of like Stephen Moffat and like Joss Whedon. I've kind of gotten used to
Wait, is
his
Moffat a
writing
problem?
style. Not like in any other way other than culturally, because he's like a detriment to pop culture kind of. I have a video that Rowan can vouch for that you should watch, and it's very good and very funny. And
Oh, I remember you talking about, but he didn't do something wrong.
no, he's just bad at he does understanding stuff, and he's like, this guy's the coolest guy. Everybody thinks he's the coolest guy, and did you hear about this guy? He's so cool. Hey, you don't want to mess with this guy. He's cool. Sherlock, the Doctor.
Coupling,
Sherlocker. Anyway, please play song.
almost.
Okay.
Because a lot of people love the Sandman comic. I didn't love, although it is kind of neat because I know somebody who drew one of the later runs of it.
Cool.
Like knew the person before I got a guitar. I wanted to be a cartoonist,
Me too.
and I met.
We haven't talked about this, but like I have.
Have we
yeah.
really not talked about this?
Yeah, I storyboarded a comic book that I wanted to write.
I had a moment where I found one of my old comics. Actually, somebody found me on Twitter and said, "Are you the Chris Eric who was doing like
You
mini
told me
comics
that. That shit
from
is
like
fucking wild.
1985?" I'm like,
That's crazy.
"I am."
Oh my!
And he's like, "I would really like to talk." So we were messaging, and he's like, "Yeah, I love mini comics from I used to self-publish comics. If you're not familiar with
cool.
it, they're like mini comics. It's just 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, folded 4, so it looks like that. And it was really, 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 really great to do in the 80s. Like small press stuff. Went to the Chicago Comic-Con in like 1985 and cool stuff. But he found me and he's like, "Yeah, I love this kind of artwork. And would you happen to have copies of these things that I'm looking for?" Because I knew some other people that I published some things for. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'd be willing to pay this for it and this for it and this for it. And I'm like, fuck right off. What's your address? I'm not taking your money. So I just sent him a bunch of comic books because I'm like, this is a weird thing. But I found some of the ones that were decent around the time I stopped doing it. I was really bad. But so there's a picture, and I showed it to the kids. So there's a picture of my 2 kids reading a comic book that I did like decades ago. I'm like, this is interesting. Hank the Cat, nothing special. I wasn't the art world did not lose anything by me getting a guitar. No. But I met Mark Hempel and his partner Mark Whitley, his art partner, at a comic book convention when I worked for a comic book dealer when I was 12 or 13, and they were really nice, and they invited me over, and Mark Whitley helped me with my artwork, and he was very sweet and very kind. And we're Facebook friends now. Hempel, I remember, the funny thing is he had these devices. I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, it's 3D photography. I'm like, what's that? He said, oh, it's my hobby. And I'm like, why would you have a hobby? You draw. And he's like, no, drawing is my job. Yeah. But yeah, he's the one who actually did a run on the Sandman later. And I'm like, I know that guy.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's pretty
Born
cool.
May 25th, 1957. Best known for his work on The Sandman with Neil Gaiman.
Is that? Are you looking up Mark Hempel?
Oh yeah, I'm on.
Mark
I'm
with
on
a
the-
C, and then
Oh
Mark
no,
Whitley
no.
with a K.
It's already, and he worked on
Yeah.
Lucifer too, not the TV
Yeah.
show, but the comic, The
Yeah,
Invisibles.
I knew them when they did the comic.
Which is
Mars.
what The Invisibles is what apparently the Matrix like stole from.
Not a surprise.
That's the Grant Morrison comic where like they just stole the speech. I don't know. You've seen the movie, yes?
The
You just
Matrix?
hate it.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
Rebecca, have you seen it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's the scene where where the agents have like Morpheus tied up, and then Hugo Weaving is like humans are a virus, plague on this planet. They consume that whole thing. That's straight out of the Invisibles, apparently.
Grant Morrison gets ripped off a lot.
A lot, and
A lot
he's
of the
talked
X-Men
about it.
movies?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's talked about it and how he hasn't been compensated. Or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they actually.
Morrison?
I'm pretty sure
I didn't know.
Grant
Okay.
Morrison is now officially in B, which is like,
That's like
you go.
Eddie Izzard, who said, I have changed, and I can't remember what they changed their name to, woman's name, but I can't
Yeah.
remember. It said, but you can also call me Eddie. Either way, it's
Right.
fine. Like the simplest thing ever. It's like, you can call me this other name.
Yeah.
And if all you can remember is Eddie, all right.
Yep.
And it wasn't a hard name. I just can't remember it. It was like Susie or something. Like it's pretty.
Yeah. Non-binary, genderqueer, and yeah, man, it's got to be weird to come out in like your 50s or 60s. Like that shit's like
Like
it's just
Wayne
gotta be
Brady.
wild. Oh yeah, man, fuck. Jason Mraz. Came out
Wayne
as
Brady,
like
not Jason Mraz, was just on. After
Jason Mraz?
Midnight. No. Wayne
he'd
Brady.
be great on that though because he is quite funny. He's
Is he?
he's a
Well,
Broadway.
I'm glad
guy.
he's good at something.
You get the fuck out of here. You like his songs, you piece of shit. You
And
do.
if you don't, you're not welcome here.
You do like them. You just
I haven't
you just
felt
don't
welcome up to now.
You just
I
don't.
don't see what the
No.
difference
And
is.
okay, hey Rebecca, can I just see
Yeah,
you
let's
over
sidebar,
here for a
sidebar.
second?
Okay, I'm over here.
Hey, you remember when we talked about how we were gonna make him like uncomfortable and like feel bad about himself? Yeah. So we're just gonna keep that up. Like we're only gonna do this for like 15, 20 more minutes because like he's gonna play a song, you're gonna play a song, I'm gonna play a song. So, but like just we gotta make sure like
Lay it
just
on.
push it down. You got that? Okay, cool.
I'm with you.
Hold on, it's that way. Let's go back. Okay. All right. Hey, Chris. Hi.
Hi there.
What? Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So Wayne
you
Brady
got a-
was
you
on
got a-
After
You got a
Midnight.
song?
And
Jason
he looks
Mraz?
amazing, and he was really funny. Just as quick as he ever was.
Yeah.
He's not a young man.
No, he's like in his mid 50s, early 50s, something like that.
I think if he's not my age, he's a year or two older and looks much better.
Yeah. Well, African American don't crack frickin' American.
It doesn't. It doesn't really.
It
doesn't
roll
really
off the tongue.
sing the same
Doesn't
way,
sing the
does it?
same. Doesn't hum.
Doesn't quite work.
All right. Give us something. It can be. You know what? Rebecca hasn't heard Squirrel Song.
Yeah, play
Oh,
it.
okay. I was gonna play my parade song, but I can play Squirrel Song. That's fine.
You know what? Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. Yeah.
Why start now?
All right.
That's right.
Wait, go back. Go back. Well, I don't have it yet. I had the other one.
Oh, but are you doing Squirrel Times?
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
I do like that one. It's fun. It's a good time.
We'll see.
Rebecca, I've seen you've joined the cult of the croc.
I have.
I'm
Are
just
you
gonna
crockling?
I'm crockling.
I don't
And
crock.
it's purple or pink or whatever this color is.
I have. This
Hey,
turned into a
hi.
very
Looks
different
pink.
show suddenly.
Hi, Black
show
Rock.
feet.
Yeah, I almost knocked my shit over.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in an optimal foot showing position.
Okay.
Which is what I
Wow.
do.
Socks.
Socks. We
Nice,
love to see
nice.
it. We love to see it.
Socks are
I don't.
another good choice.
I don't
can
have
go
Crocs.
with
I have slides. I have 2 pair of NASA slides that I bought like over the lockdown because we had. NASA was one of the only things we had to be proud of. So, having the
they-
children say that was pretty
Do,
funny
do
too.
they wear them on the space station? Or, like, what's
Wish.
going on?
But they do say like it's the old school logo on them.
All right.
All right. You got the thing?
No, I told you I was looking for it.
Cheesy Pete's.
Wow, this is a great time to bring up that brought to you by the dystopia we live in. That's right. You want some apathy? You want some ennui? Well, come on down to the current dystopia that we live in.
Oh no, the announcer drowned.
Oh no, drowned
very
in his
sad.
own misgivings.
Yep.
What?
That's right. Exactly. He was so
Yep.
apathetic he forgot.
Yeah, he forgot to
He
breathe.
forgot to breathe.
Hot damn.
I'll say.
Will you?
I'm gonna
did.
Say cold damn, not hot.
Cold
Cold
damn.
Cold damn.
It'll be a cold damn.
It'll be the cold damn in hell when
Yeah.
you do that stuff with the where you go to the what. It's,
Yeah, that stuff. That stuff.
Can you trust me? Garth Brooks. Chris Gaines. Get them gains. Get them Chris Gaines in.
I'm gonna need another minute.
Okay, Rebecca, would you like to play a song? I saw you still have your guitar near you.
Please
Do you
do.
have like
I saw it.
another gentle song? It's
I
still
do.
not midnight, so I think this counts if as being okay if you just do a gentle little guy.
I think so. I'll just do a gentle little guy.
A little guy. All right. You can keep your
I'm
feet
mute.
right where you are.
That's weird,
I'll
but
adjust
okay.
the sound as it goes.
So just start playing the song and you'll adjust as we go. Is that what you're meaning?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. When you said it was over, I started to breathe. Finally realized how tightly I've been squeezing my lungs. 'Cause releasing feels way too scary. When you're a canary who senses danger like salts on your tongue. You can cut out the air with machetes, but it still wouldn't slice through the viscous regret. The callous reminders that we wasted each other. Oh, 'cause I tried to love you by keeping you safe. You tried to love me by staying away. If only our best attempts mattered as much as the footprints they made. Should've noticed how it snowed in July when pigs started floating next to the clouds. Turns out the colors in the sky weren't just beautiful shades. They were warning signs climate change. Always thought doomsday was coming for somebody else. Asteroids hurtling towards Earth, final countdowns, questioning everything, as if we could escape the knowing that this is all too little, too late. Is that why I let myself break you? Is that how I let down my guard? When did I start collapsing my heart? 'Cause I tried to love you by keeping you safe. You tried to love me by staying away. If only our best attempts mattered as much as the footprints they made. Should've noticed when it snowed in July, when pigs started floating next to the clouds. Turns out the colors in the sky weren't just beautiful shades, they were warning signs. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did where we started from end up as nothing more than pieces on the floor? Even though I tried to love you by keeping you safe, you tried to love me by staying away. If only our best attempts mattered as much as the footprints they made. Should've noticed how it snowed in July, when pigs started floating next to the clouds. Turns out the colors in the sky weren't just beautiful shades, they were warning signs. They were warning signs. They were warning signs of climate change. Climate change.
So it's about climate change?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. Yeah.
Only the climate for sure.
Yeah. All right. Did you figure
did.
your fucking shit out?
That's right.
No, but
See,
I
look,
did find
had
the
to,
song.
like, I had to go instead of you because you're like, we're still figuring out your shit. What is this? Chris? You call yourself a professional?
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, okay. Well, neither would I. You said it though. I wanted to wait for you to like say it on your own.
Nope.
Oh man. All right.
No.
Well, let's
All right, come
let's get to it.
Clock is ticking.
Yeah, we all
places
have
to go.
somewhere to be. A
Yeah.
different place in the place that we are here.
Yeah. I'm going to walk
Right.
over there in my house.
I have to
Yeah,
go
I've been waiting
that
to go
way.
to that room over there, and you're like really getting in my way, and it's just fucking annoying.
It's really, it's kind of, it's.
Well, here, let me work on this part of my beard for a minute, then we'll...
Okay, good,
What,
good,
your
good. Because
chin?
we all have time. Yeah, no, that's your chin.
Chin's up here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Are you sure?
I like how
That's
it turns my head into an oval.
I think
You know,
that's
just-
I think that's a shirt. My chin's up here. I think that's good. Just like on the shoulders, and they're pointing like
Alexandra Daddario, is that how you say her name?
Daddario. It's like the
Daddario.
strings. Daddario.
Has a T-shirt that says my tits are down here.
That's
which I think is
that
pretty
that is
fucking amazing.
that is great. She seems awesome.
Seems to understand the assignment. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how like Jimmy Pardo said like Kiss does not get the joke. You know, that thing. Yeah. She gets the joke.
I did not remember that, but that sounds like Pardo, and that sounds
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's like a thing that that Gene Simmons says. You know, Gene Simmons is like, yeah, you know, people are like, you know, we're in on the joke, and it's like, no, Kiss is not on the joke. Kiss does not get the joke. And
No.
it's like, yeah, that shows. We know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks. That definitely tracks.
Yeah, Gene. Yeah, bud.
Yeah.
All right. Keep that tongue to yourself.
You betcha.
Yeah. All right. Give us something, bud.
There's nothing worse than knowing where you'll be. The food, the walls, the tiles, the chairs, a sickly Christmas tree. It's somehow even worse when the only one I see is me. Another walk just like the one I took the other day. At least I think that's how it worked, I really couldn't say. It's hard to tell the difference when everything's this way. Okay. Nothing new to do, and nothing new to see. Hell, maybe other people, shit, but being alone is purgatory. Locked down and loaded, that's me. I almost saw a person who may have not been there. At least I think I saw them in a shock of auburn hair. Though now that I consider it, it may have been a squirrel. Nothing new to do, and nothing new to see. Hell, maybe other people, but being alone is purgatory. Locked down and loaded, that's me. Now the pasta pot's been gossiping with all those nosy trees, and I never noticed how the ceiling's always up till 3. But obviously it's alright, no one will ever see but me and the squirrel. Nothing new to do, and nothing new to see. Hell, maybe other people, but being alone is purgatory. Locked down and loaded, that's me. Locked down and loaded, that's me.
Yay.
I was prepared to viciously insult you, but I really did like that song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
that's
Jules.
one of-
That's one of the hits.
Yeah.
That is, it is. That's one of the 3 songs of mine that Pfeiffer likes. That's how I...
Is one of them Driveway?
Probably.
Yeah, everybody likes that fucking song.
That's, yeah.
I've told you, like, I like that song. It's not top 10, I don't think, for you.
Oh, that's kind of you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's not the parade song.
No, absolutely. I mean, like, it probably would get a parade in this economy, the way this country works, sir. Okay, and but no.
Driveway made me realize on the VOM. I said, you don't pick the hit.
That's what I think of that a lot.
Yeah. You do not decide. You do not decide what people like, and they're not wrong for liking what they like.
yeah.
And
I'm-
no, I think it's a. I think that's a good song, and I think Driveway's a good song. I don't know if I'd call them my favorite, but they're ones people seem to like.
The songs that are usually my favorites that people like say. I don't know. They're usually not mine.
Yeah.
My favorites.
But they don't have to
of
sit with
ones.
them the way you do.
Well, yeah, exactly. They don't have to play them every, like 5 nights a week or whatever. So
Yeah. Oh, and that one was from a VOM prompt. Terrible sense of safety.
yeah, that was before my time.
And Rob got like one of his, I can't remember which one it was, but he's got like a super intense one. It might.
Oh.
I can't. It's like a super intense song that he got out.
I
of
wonder
that.
if it's one of the ones we play on as Fold Up Your Chairs.
It might be. It's in B, I think. Is it Bronx?
But minor?
Bronx.
Oh, New American?
Is that the one?
That's
Yeah,
what
that's the one that goes
that's
like
what that
that,
song's
yeah.
called. Yeah, New American. Yeah.
Yeah. I always
I
called
haven't-
it
I haven't
Bronx
pl-
because
I
he
haven't
makes
played
the
on-
noise. That's what him playing the baritone on that. That
I
might
haven't-
be it.
I
It's
haven't
one
played
of
on that one before.
those.
Oh, that's a fun one.
He had a run of songs where that one. Yeah, you could see me play along with him when they came here. Because if you have enough bad shit happen to you, eventually Ilyemi won't expect you to even drive to Maryland. They'll drive 6 hours.
Nice.
Well, they were on tour.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were on tour. They also
you know
saw
who they
Grover.
saw right before. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I saw
The
that
Grovester.
Oh, man.
He was on this, man.
Forever After the Grovester.
Yeah, he's
Rest in
fucking.
power.
He's so. Oh my god,
Fuck.
dude.
We
Yeah,
had him
good-
so wrong.
Good
We had
people.
him so wrong.
I don't know. When I walk into a room, like, you know, after fucking 2020, I don't know what the fuck anything is. So like, I don't know what to expect from anybody. But you
Fair.
expect, like, you know, you see this like old, like 70-year-old dude, beard, you know, old white guy,
Flag. Marine stuff.
like flag behind him, ex-military guy, you know, lives in Oklahoma. You know, you wouldn't be surprised if a certain sort of point of view came out
But
of his
he did
mouth.
not have that point of view.
He brought someone that shared my name, not Kimmy Whoopsie, my real name, which should not be ever uttered on this forevermore. He brought someone with my same name who was the only person to ever be on the VOM that was to the left of me. She was a straight up anarchist. And it was very funny. Maybe possible future guest Joe Isaacs said, you know, like she happened to be there a night that I was like, I had my beans were up. So like, you know, I was I was in my beans, as the kids say.
That's what you call it.
That's what they call it. Everybody calls it that.
Definitely.
Everybody.
A lot of people are saying. And I was saying, like, you know, we just kind of need basically a deconstruction of the entire system, because no one in power right now would be willing to sacrifice their power for the greater good, and such and such and such and such. And like, you know, it was on the verge of, like, you know, just a full, you know, just burn it all down sort of stuff. And then Joe was like, yeah, but you just think that because you think you do a better job and you have a better plan. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't think there's a better plan. I think we're just kind of, we've cooked it. It's done. And then the other Jules was like, yeah, no, it should just be anarchy. We should just not have a government, because we've tried it, and like, this is what we do with it. This is what we do with absolute power. And it was just like, oh yeah. And then Joe was
Hey.
like, oh, whoops. And then I think you might have been there, Chris, and you might have been like, what is happening? It was either you.
I may have been. Was I in my really heavy drinking time?
Oh yeah, that might
I
have been
was
around then.
Really.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I had a worrying amount of alcohol going into my system for the first time in my life during shutdown. I can't imagine why.
Why? Yeah. What did something happen?
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the board games were nice, but yeah. So I don't
Anywhoozle
remember.
be.
Yeah. I was enough of a problem on the VOM for a hot minute there. Not like Jules, obviously, but enough of a problem where Rob, I think mostly in deference to having known Joylene since college, offered me was like, do you want to help host this? I think it was either, do you want to help host this, or you got to go.
Never come back ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he opted for the I guess the easier one.
Yeah.
And I went, yes, sir, and snapped right into.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna.
So
play
it's
one
time
more.
to go.
Fold up your chairs, everybody.
Fuck up your chairs.
Yeah.
Fuck up them chairs. What are you gonna play, Jules?
See, then I'll make my... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, Then he's going to start. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to mute everybody. I'm going to try that one more time. Great big bang and dinosaurs, fiery rain and meteors, it all ends unfortunately. You're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. It's your destiny. Life is full of sweet mistakes, and love's an honest one to make. Time leaves no fruit on the tree. You're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. Just wait and see. Parts of me were made by you, and planets keep their distance too. Time leaves no fruit on the tree. Oh, but you're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. Just wait and see. When the pastor asks the pews for reasons he can't marry you, I'll keep my word and my seed. You're gonna live forever in me, I guarantee. It's meant to be. All right, yeah,
Very nice.
that's it. Yeah, you don't want to know who it's by before you ask. So
You're right. I
Why
don't.
is it one of yours?
Good night, everybody. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Doritos, the military-industrial complex, the surveillance state, what else? Big Pharma.
And the American Football League. Fuck the National Football League.
And the XFL, the USFL, even though it's been defunct for almost
The
40
CFL?
years. The CFL, the
All the FLs.
Florida.
Full
La
la la la.
Great. It's so seasonal. Okay. Happy spooky times, everybody.
Sparkle
Goodbye.
bottles bomb.
Sparkle Bob. Apple Sparkle
Apple
Bob.
barbs bubbles flower.
Apple Sparkle Bob.